We must go, boy. Alrighty, folks, we are here. It is God of War Ragnarok launch day, okay? It is God of War Ragnarok launch day, and we're here to discuss God of War Ragnarok here on God of War Ragnarok launch day, okay? Yeah, we have some things to say about this game after having put about maybe an hour or so into God of War Ragnarok, okay? We got some things to say about God of War Ragnarok after having put about an hour or so of time into God of War Ragnarok. We hope you're having a fantastic day in your neck of the woods. Folks at home, we are live discussing the reality of the situation. God of War Ragnarok, did it hit that home run? And in my opinion, it certainly didn't, okay? It certainly didn't. And they want to sit there and they want to go, well, Michael, what you talking about there, buddy? Hell, you don't know what you're talking about. You ain't nothing but a clown. And it's like, guys, I played a little bit of it last night, and maybe it gets better, okay? Maybe we need to give it a second chance, okay? But look, at the end of the day, what I played, I wasn't highly impressed, okay? I wasn't highly impressed. Yeah, and that isn't surprising because I didn't like really God of War 2018. This is literally more of the same. That's what I predicted. Okay, we knew this was coming. We knew this was coming. We knew that God of War Ragnarok was going to be more of the same, which in reality, it's no different than Madden, okay? It's really no different than Madden in the sense that Madden, you know, they're on a one-year dev cycle. It's based off of real-life sport, athletics, you know, all of that. So they can't do too much with that. They can't really do too much with that because they have to make a new game every year. God of War 2018 came out literally 4 years ago, bro. And what did they do here? They literally brought nothing new to the table, and it's so incredibly sad. That I know that I could tell you. Wrestling Face coming through. Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate you. We are out here live, ladies and gentlemen, folks at home, as the cracks indeed continue to show. There's a lot of people in here today. We do appreciate your... we appreciate you being here. I don't know what else there is to say other than God of War Ragnarok did not quite clearly hit that home run. And, you know, people in here are getting mad about that. They're like, oh, Michael, you're just trash. You're a fake gamer. Oh, Michael, he don't know what he's talking about. And it's like, you know what? Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. But, you know, at the end of the day, what I could tell you based off of what I played, that it's a total snooze fest. Okay, God of War Ragnarok is a total snooze fest. And then I know that I could tell you.
NJJX donated $2 through Super Chat. It is imperative for me to pop this cherry.
Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate that. NJX coming through, popping the cherry. It is so incredibly sad what we played last night. God of War Ragnarok ultimately brings nothing new to the table. The Snowy fanboys are seething. They're foaming at the mouth because they're like, well, Michael, you like something that I don't like. Or it's the reverse of that. Michael, you don't like what I like. I'm going to come over there and I'm going to put my boot up your ass. And it's so sad because God of War Ragnarok was that big game this holiday season, and they fumbled the football with it. It's the same fucking game. It's the same fucking game. It has the one-shot gimmick, you know, where they follow Kratos around as he meanders around. Where are you? Oh, let me do the voice. It's really hard to do, actually, so, you know, maybe the voice actors deserve some credit, but shit, I don't think we could do it out here on the spot. I can't do it. I can't do it on the spot. Yeah, God of War Ragnarok is terrible. It is probably one of the worst games. I'm not kidding. It is a total snooze fest. You literally, I don't even know where to begin. Okay, but let's talk about that one-shot camera angle. Dude, when you press start on God of War Ragnarok, it literally shows a close-up of Kratos' face for literally 2 minutes straight, and there's nothing going on in the scene. So what I'm thinking happened here is since they knew they had to, well, it was primarily designed with PS4 in mind.
I'm a fucking devil donated $2 through Super Chat. Can't admit Sony Santa Monica popped your cherry.
The game's trash. I mean, if you like it, great. I don't hate you for liking it. I don't dislike you for liking it even. And you can like it and have your fun in the sun, but the game's trash. It's got PS2, PSP actually, animations. They're choppy as fuck looking. But the reason why they have this one-shot gimmick is because of the 2013 hardware. It's not an artistic choice. It might be, but I think it's half artistic choice and half technical choice, okay? The game is secretly loading when the game is looking at Kratos for no reason. You know, you're sitting there with Kratos at the campfire for like 2 minutes, nothing's happening. That's literally a loading screen in disguise. That's what that is, bro. That's a loading screen in disguise. Now, they're never going to come out and say that. But there's no doubt in my mind that that's what that is. And it would be neat to see a God of War game, or whatever they call the next one, natively built for PS5. And I'm sure we will at the end of this cycle here for the PS5. But you can see the 2013 hardware is still rearing its ugly head. Yeah, and it was primarily designed with that hardware in mind. I mean, honestly, I think God of War 2018 looks better. I don't know. Based off of what I played last night, it looked pretty dull to me. I'm not even kidding. Dude, when I popped in God of War 2018, that bitch like fucking popped off the screen. The detail, I mean, it was actually very impressive. Maybe it hasn't held up that well, but God of War Ragnarok doesn't look as impressive as 2018 to me, and I know people are going to argue and say, oh my God, Michael, get your eyes checked. Yeah, we need to do a little bit more than that. Okay, that requires them to pull the eyeballs out and reconfigure the whole damn system. So the one-shot camera gimmick is pretty silly because they've already done that. So it's more of the same, you know. And again, you know, this is like Spider-Man Miles. It's more of the same. It's hot and ready DLC. And, you know, the real bad part about this is that it's a one-and-done experience, you know. You sit there, you play through it once, and then you're done. So sad.
NJJX donated $2 through Super Chat. IGN Korea told the truth.
Exactly.
Tony fanboy
Yep.
is big mad.
Yep.
Monkey.
And I knew that going in. I knew that going in once I read that IGN review from Korea, IGN Korea. I knew that they weren't pulling any chain playing possum. That they told it like it is. It's more of the same that doesn't reinvent the wheel, and that's what people are probably looking for. To be granted, to be totally fair, but at the end of the day, it's a snooze.
William Mackay donated £200 through Super Chat. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
There's no way, bro. There ain't no way, bro. There ain't no way. There ain't no way, bro. What the hell? There's no way. There's no way. Holy shit. William Mackay! William Mackay! Holy shit, coming through, saving the show! William Mackay! William Mackay! William Mackay coming through really hard and really strong. Holy fucking shit, we're talking Sammy Sosa meets Barry Bonds meets Mark McGuire. William Mackay! William Mackay coming through really hard and really strong. Holy shit! Coming through really hard and really strong. William Mackay, let's get a W in this chat. William Mackay coming through really hard and really strong. Coming through really hard and really strong with the 200. There's no way, bro. This guy's Elon Musk in here. There ain't no fucking way. William Mackay, we got to put your name on that shirt. William Mackay has stepped up to the plate, folks at home. William Mackay has stepped up to the plate, folks at home. And I'm telling you right here and right now, he is delivering the goods. The briefcase is on the table, folks at home. William Mackay is coming through in a way that makes sense. William Mackay coming through really hard and really strong with the $200 super chat. Holy shit, let's get a W in this chat. William Mackay coming through really hard. Well, now we can go to the strip club, you know? Woo! William Mackay coming through really hard and really strong. Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate that. Let's get a W for William Mackay coming through not only today, but in the previous streams as well. Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate that. Coming through really hard and really strong. It has been literally probably over a year, if not even longer than that, since someone has came through really hard and really strong like that. We do appreciate that. Thank you so much, William Mackay, coming through with the kind generosity. Elon Musk bucks in here today. Holy shit. Again, a huge shout out to William Mackay coming through. William Mackay! William Mackay! William Mackay! Oh my God! Well, we're going to need that help because we just wasted $75 on freaking Snooze of War!
Big Boss 6568 donated £5 through Super Chat. Guys, it's over. She doesn't love. Snowy fanboys are the worst. PS's, Crown, and Starbucks water is the best. And
yeah,
most
I mean,
places in LA do not take Apple Pay.
That's bullshit. I was out in LA for over a month. They take Apple Pay. What you mean, homie? Big Boss coming through nonetheless. Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate you. We are out here live, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll tell you what, folks. I would rather play Shadow of the Tomb Raider, okay? I would rather play Shadow of the Tomb Raider as opposed to God of War Ragnarok. And the reason for that is because, well, in Shadow of the Tomb Raider, you get Laura's bubble butt. You know what I mean? Snooze of War. Let's go, boy. You know, you get that dumb shit. We must leave now, boy. It's a total snooze. But here's what I'm going to do for you guys, okay? If you want me to reinstall it, which it's not reinstalled, okay? And that's going to take hours to download. It's like a 60 gig update, 60 gig game. If you want me to reinstall it, I will, okay? I will reinstall God of War Ragnarok tonight, and we will play through that again. And it's going to be the same result. I can tell you that right here, right now, okay? But we will attempt to play through it further, if that's what you guys are clamoring for, okay? If you're clamoring for another God of War Ragnarok stream where we attempt to sit through that slop yet again, then we will try and do that, okay? We will try and do that. But we're going to have to download it immediately after the stream so that way it can be ready because it literally is deleted, okay? That wasn't a joke. It wasn't a meme. It's literally deleted, bro. And it's a sad situation because the game isn't good. You know, I mean, I don't know how else to tell you. I mean, you can go watch the stream from last night. The game isn't good. I deleted it. Why would I delete a game that's good? Oh, just for show? Why would I do that? No, I got to re-download the whole fucking thing. It's going to take 6 hours to re-download, bro. That makes no sense. It's a total snooze.
William Mackay donated £50 through
What is
Super
going
Chat.
on? What is going on? Who is this? Who is William Mackay? Who is William Mackay? There's no way. There's no way, bro. Who is William Mackay? Who is this guy? Bro, this guy's like the fucking Prime Minister of fucking UK. There's no way. William Mackay coming through really hard and really strong yet again. William Mackay. William Mackay. Holy fucking shit. William Mackay is coming through really hard and really strong in the face of adversity. William Mackay. William Mackay. He's coming through, baby. He's coming through. William Mackay coming through really hard and really strong again in the face of adversity. This is total insanity out here, folks at home. This is total insanity. William Mackay coming through really hard and really strong yet again. Let's get a W in the chat. Let's get a W in the chat. Holy shit. William Mackay is in here today, and William Mackay is coming through with the damn briefcase. Holy shit. William Mackay, baby. Let's go. Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate that. William Mackay coming through yet again. Appreciate the kind generosity. It's going to help for future shows that we're not going to announce right here. Hell yeah, bro. We appreciate that. William Mackay's got me out here bricked up. Woo. Hopefully he's hot. Sounds like he's hot, you know what I mean? Oh my God. Guys, just admit it. It's a total snooze fest, okay? Oh, but Michael's just saying that for some clicks. Michael's just saying that to play contrarian. I would literally get more subscribers if I agreed, okay? Think about it like this. How do you make friends in real life? You find something that you have in common, okay? If I talk to someone, a stranger off the street, and they say, hey, man, you look ugly, or, you know, I like women and you like men, we don't have anything in common. Why would I be their friend? Okay? So if I wanted to bait subscribers, what have you, and get them on my side, I would say that this is the best thing since sliced bread. Because that's going to work. But I can't because we tell it like it is over here, okay? We tell it like it is over here.
Arthur Morgan donated ARS 225
Holy
through
shit.
Super Chat. I start to think this next-gen hardware evolution is a gimmick. RDR2 looks better than new
It doesn't
titles, and God of
exist!
Ragnarok on PS4 looks exactly the same as PS5.
Yeah, I mean, it probably runs a little bit better on PS5. Obviously, I'd hope for that. But, you know, next gen doesn't exist. You still can't get the consoles. It's still pretty tricky to get the consoles, you know what I mean? And it's so incredibly sad. But when they wake up and smell that coffee and realize that, you know, the PS5 Pro and the Series X Pro are probably coming in the next 4 or 3 years, well, you know, you could say for sure that next gen just really wasn't where it needed to be. Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate that, Arthur Morgan, coming through.
Triadic Bus donated $2 through Super Chat. Would you rather play God of War or Elden Ring?
Oh, man. Well, obviously, we have to play God of War right now. We can't just jump right back into Elden Ring. It's a dead game. Okay, just being fair. But with that said, I mean, honestly, I think Elden Ring is a little bit better. It's not a movie game. This is a fucking movie game. Okay, so you got that one-shot camera gimmick. Dramatic bus coming through, hell yeah, brother, we appreciate that. You got that one-shot camera gimmick, okay, right on Kratos' face for like 3 minutes. There's nothing going on. The game is secretly loading. They did that in Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. They're like, there's loading screens. And while that was true, they had to go through this long-ass tunnel while the game secretly loads. That's what they're doing here. They're hiding long load screens, and they're filming this with in mind. But you can't skip them. You literally cannot skip the cutscenes in this game. It's a part of the damn game. And at least in Max Payne 3, that's like, there's a lot of movie in that game. There's a lot of movie in Max Payne 3, and that's just the Rockstar way. But you can skip the cutscenes in Max Payne 3. Now, they take a long time to skip, okay? It takes like 20 years for them to actually load so that you can skip them, but you can still skip them. In this shit, you got to sit through it again and again and again and again and again. And I'm telling you, as such, it's a one-and-done experience. It is a one-and-done experience, bro. It's a one-and-done experience, and that's so incredibly sad. It really is. Believe me, it's the saddest it's ever been. But, you know, they just don't want to listen. They really just don't want to listen. These Snowy fanboys, I'll tell you what. You can get the consoles. Tell me where. I just went to like 5 stores yesterday, okay? I was trying to buy a physical copy of God of War Ragnarok, and they were like, well, we're not selling God of War Ragnarok until 11 p.m. Why would I do that? You know what I mean? Why would I wait to get the physical copy when I can play it at home from the convenience of my fat couch? And then they wonder why stores like GameStop, and they wonder why physical copies are dead, because, well, there's no incentive for the gamer to get his fat ass off the damn couch to go and get the physical copy anymore. You know what I mean? It's just so unless you're a collector. Unless you're a collector. But you can't find a PS5. I mean, maybe they're in the back and you have to ask for them. But I was just at 5 stores yesterday, okay? I went to Target. I went to Walmart. I went to all of these stores. Ain't no PS5s around, bro. Not even a Series X. You can find a Nintendo Switch, but that's because there's no software for the Nintendo Switch. And, you know, I talked about that when the goddamn console came out in 2017. I said the Nintendo Switch has no software, and I wasn't wrong. Still has no software. That's why I don't have a Nintendo Switch. There's no games to play on it outside of like Luigi's Mansion and Super Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild. That's about it. At least the games that are worthwhile outside of the, you know, shovelware that's on the eShop. There's no way, bro. What the fuck?
Through Super Chat.
William Mackay. William Mackay coming through really hard and really strong yet again. Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate that. William Mackay coming through really hard and really strong. That's what we're talking about. Holy shit, this guy is like literally... Bro, imagine what he does for a living. I mean, you gotta be a goddamn... A player, you know what I mean? Holy shit, we got to get to Europe. We got to get to the Liverpool gang. We got to go see the reality of the situation. William Mackay could just lead us through those streets that are apparently so dangerous. Michael, you're going to go over there and get stabbed. Well, maybe I'd like to get stabbed, especially if it's from a hot man. I mean, William Mackay coming through. Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate that multiple times. You be sounding like Trump? I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know what you mean by that. I don't understand what that even means, really, to be honest. I think you want me to sound like Trump, so you just say that. They're like, oh, Michael sounds like Trump. It's like, I don't know how this sounds like Trump. I don't understand how this sounds like Trump at all. Makes no sense. This doesn't sound like Trump. I don't know what you're talking about. Guys, if you want me to dissect it again, I will, okay? I will reinstall this game. It is literally uninstalled. It's literally deleted from the console. Now, we can re-download it. It's going to take some time, okay? But with that said, if we can get it finished by tonight, we can do the launch party stream, okay? Yeah, no, last night was the first impressions. Tonight, we'll do the launch party.
William Mackay donated £2.
Holy shit, chat. Bro.
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice? No, there's no way. You want me to do Beetlejuice? Well, you're putting me on the spot, and the voice is a little, you know, we're talking nonstop out here these days, so. But I'll see what I can do, especially for you, William Mackay, baby. We got the red carpet out rolled out for you out here. Hey, how you doing? My name's Beetlejuice. I've just seen The Exorcist 178 times, and it just keeps getting better every time I see it. You know, something like that. Hell yeah, bro. We appreciate that. That's what we're talking about. William Mackay coming through single-handedly, just coming through with the goddamn snowplow out here. Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate that. Play the Elisco guys, we're not playing dead games, okay? You don't understand. We cannot sit here and start playing dead games when we're literally on the precipice of the biggest PlayStation release, which is God of War Ragnarok. We're not playing anything other than God of War Ragnarok tonight, especially on launch day. No, maybe in 2 to 3 weeks when there's nothing out again, we'll start jumping into fucking irrelevant games. But right now, we have to stay right where we want to be with God of War Ragnarok. And, you know, again, I'm going to play through it again tonight, probably, if that's what you guys want. And, you know, it's going to be another snooze fest. I'm going to have the freaking pillow on standby because I'm going to need it. Okay, I'm not going to sit out here and pretend like it's going to be a different experience. I've already played it. I've already seen what that game has to offer. The combat's trash. Dude, type in God of War 3 intro. The first 20 minutes of God of War 3 on PS3 are literally just vastly superior. I mean, in literally every aspect. Like, literally dead-ass every aspect. God of War 3 on PS3. Type it in. God of War 3 intro on PS3. There's so much shit going on the screen. You got these big fucking Greek myth bosses in the background. You got to battle them. You got Medusa's tits. You got this, that, and the third. God of War is not God of War anymore. I don't know what this is, but it isn't God of War, okay? This is Woke of War, okay? That's what this is. It's Woke of War. That's what it is. Dude, in the old God of War games, they had sex minigames, okay? They had sex minigames. Do you think you're seeing any of that here in this Woke of War stuff? No, because all of the devs voted for quite clearly Hillary Clinton. And you think that's a joke, but I was literally out there on Santa Monica Boulevard where the goddamn studio's at. They all voted Biden out there. They're all wearing masks outside and this shit. It's like you're on the beach. Why are you wearing a mask? You know, I'm not going to get into it, but clearly that's where the mindset is at. The do-nothing Democrats run the show now. And they run the show over at Rockstar as well, seemingly. And that's so sad. So when you come out of the woodwork and expect something that's going to be great, well, don't, because it's over, okay? When you got these do-nothing Democrats in there running the show, it's over. But type it in. Type it in. God of War 3. God of War 3. The first 20 minutes. You can see it right here on YouTube. Literally just, oh my God, what happened? What happened? It's trash. This game is a Resident Evil 4 clone. They looked at Resident Evil 4 and they're like 15 years late. They're like, oh, let's just copy that because that was popular in 2005. And then they just, you know, threw in the cinematic elements of The Last of Us. And then that's the game. That's God of War. That's not God of War. The fuck is this? You know, God of War would be a game where you would come home and just smash the shit out of the fucking controller and just see the blood all over the damn screen. There's no blood in this shit anymore. This is absolute garbage. Anyone that likes this stuff, honestly, I just can't. I can't compute with it. Okay, I'm not saying you're a stupid idiot, but I can't compute with it, man. I can't. Especially seeing where God of War was once at, you know. That shit was epic. And now it's not epic because you got lazy devs who don't know how to do anything anymore. I swear to God, this industry is so dead, it's not even funny. It's so sad. I mean, it really is. It's really so sad. Just lazy animations, half-assed animations. There's nothing about this that's even good. It's a one and done. Next week, no one's going to be talking about this shit. It's going to be in the $20 bin at Walmart. Attention, shoppers. That new God of War Ragnarok that the internet's talking about, well, we have it right here in aisle 17. Come on down and you can get God of War Ragnarok for just $45. That's really the reality of God of War Ragnarok in just about a week from now, okay? That's really the reality of God of War Ragnarok in just about a week from now. It's a one and done. It's a one and done. $75 for this crap. It's a fucking movie game. Did you guys see the stream last night? Probably not. But if you hadn't, come on later tonight and we'll just replicate that. We'll just replay the whole fucking game again. Not that we got far anyway, but here's the thing. Dude, at the beginning sequence when you're with the fucking wolves and the dogs and you're in the sled, I didn't even do anything on the controller and the game was just moving it for me. You know what I mean? There's no interactability. It's just a movie game. It's a movie game.
William Mackay donated £2 through Super Chat.
There's no way, bro. Who is this? This guy is like, bro, you must be like fucking He must have been like fucking Freddie Mercury's manager or some shit. Like, bro, holy fuck, bro. There's no way. William Mackay coming through again. Hell yeah, brother, we appreciate that. Again, a huge shout out to William Mackay just coming through and doing so in a way that is just unbelievable. Hell yeah, bro, we appreciate that. William Mackay coming through. Oh my God. See, this is why these Snoy fanboys have problems. If the game was so good, why are you here watching this? If the game is so good, why aren't you playing it? I don't understand. Why would you come over here and just sit there and say, well, Michael, you're so dumb, you're so stupid, Michael. How dare you have such a dumbass take, Michael? Why don't you go play your game that you supposedly love so much? Oh, wait, you didn't play it. You watched the whole goddamn game on YouTube because you get the same experience. Why would you want to play this game when you can watch it for free on YouTube? You don't have to waste $75 on another movie game that literally brings nothing new to the table. If they did something different here, outside of minor tweaks, you know, then we could say, okay, this... But the combat isn't even fun. The combat is garbage, bro. The combat is trash. Dodge attack, dodge attack. The old games, you were pressing every goddamn button on the controller and making that shit rain. Blood all over the screen, crazy animations, crazy visuals. It was a spectacle. This is not God of War. There's no way. The whole damn studio went woke. They all voted Biden. They're still masked up. They're triple vaccinated. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But I'm just telling you that that's the studio, okay? You got women in there writing this game, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that, okay? Strong, independent women are sexy, okay? I like Abby and The Last of Us, okay? But what you need to understand is that that is the reality. I'm not saying it's bad, but at the end of the day, it's something that needs to be noted. The do-nothing Democrats have overtaken the games industry. Literally. That's the problem. You think they want to make base games like Postal anymore? Hell no. And if they do, it ain't going to get funded. It ain't going to get a big budget because the do-nothing Democrats run the whole damn scene. You can't make anything anymore, you know? Back in the day, it was a bunch of bros coming together, a bunch of nerdy engineers, a bunch of nerdy tech people coming together and saying, hey, let's make the game that we want to fucking play. You know, that's what gaming was. And you could tell it showed in the final product. And now it's like, hey, our boss told us that we're going to Starbucks tomorrow. You want to join, Susie? Oh, wait, I forgot my mask. And they're too busy ranting and raving on fucking Twitter. But I'm glad Elon Musk bought Twitter now because they can shut the fuck up. We don't want to pay $8 a month to be verified. How dare you, Elon Musk? Unreal. I mean, it's really unreal. It's really unreal. The do-nothing Democrats have just... They have destroyed this medium. They have really destroyed this medium. This shit's all woke now. I mean, even Rockstar's woke. Even Rockstar's woke. I mean, look at Mafia 3. Mafia 3, Lincoln Clay, a Vietnam vet, in you know, such a racist time frame in America. You know, late 1960s. And I'm not going to get into it, but it's just so fucking stupid. Like, if you're going to depict a certain era, go all the way in with it. You know? Let's not, like, sugarcoat things. Like, Lincoln Clay cannot hit women the same way that he can hit men. I'm not even kidding.
Nikki Butler donated £2 through Super Chat. What score would you give it, Mackle?
What score would I give God of War Ragnarok? Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate that. Ricky Butler coming through. Well, you know, look, I don't know if I can score it. We haven't got really far enough, but then again, I don't think we're going to... I think I'd rather play Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Same fucking kind of Viking type shit going on. At least it's open world. You know, I don't know. All of these games are so terrible. But if I had to score God of War Ragnarok based off of what I played last night, I would say... oh, man. I don't even want to say the score because it's going to get people mad in here. But I would say that God of War Ragnarok is...
Waffles donated $5 through Super Chat. Written by Anthony Burke and Alana Pierce with voice acting from Yong Ye and Prost.
Oh my God. And you know what they all have in common? They all voted Biden. They all voted Hillary Clinton. Not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying that that is probably the reality of the situation. They all wear their masks. They're all triple vaxxed. Quadruple vaxxed. Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate that. Waffles coming through. That's why there's no blood in this game. Like, oh no, Michael, it doesn't make sense why there's no blood. See, you don't understand the game, Michael. Not going to get into it. You know what I mean? But if I had to rate God of War Ragnarok Probably a 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10 so far. 4 out of 10. God of War Ragnarok, 4 out of 10. Now, look, maybe the game does get better. Maybe I do need to give it some more time. Maybe it gets really based. Okay, I've heard some great things about this game. But if this game were on Xbox, they'd probably give it a 7 as opposed to a 10, because the Buy a Snowy Games media is really actually a thing. And if this were on Game Pass day one, they would definitely not be giving it a 10, okay? Anyone saying otherwise is full of shit, okay? Anyone saying otherwise is full of shit. If God of War Ragnarok were on Game Pass day one, it would not be getting the scores that it's getting. Period, end of story.
Yes, it would, Michael. Yes, it would. There's no such thing as a Buy a Snowy Games media.
Look around, bro. Sony gets the bonus points time and time again. They make the same game, and you guys are like, holy shit. Kratos is back, bitch. I can't do the voice out here. There's a mental block. I was doing it earlier to practice, and it was actually, I got it done pretty good. But the voice acting's so lazy, too. It's probably all Troy Baker. Let's go, boy. No, I can't do it. I'll let you know when I can do it, though. I was doing it pretty good earlier, but maybe I need to play the game a little bit more. It is literally a movie game, bro, okay? You cannot skip the cutscenes.
William Mackay donated £10 through Super Chat. When the truth is found to be lies, and all the joy within you dies. Don't you want somebody to love? Don't you need somebody to love? Wouldn't you love somebody to love?
What does that mean? Is that a song? William McKay coming through. Hell yeah, by the way, appreciate you. William McKay coming through really hard and really strong yet again. Holy fucking shit, this William McKay character is insane. Bro, who is this? I gotta, see this guy in person. This guy may be fucking Johnny Depp in here or some shit. Holy fuck.
Atreus kills Kratos in Ragnarok.
No, don't do that for people.
Chat. It's so incredibly sad.
You just ruined the entire movie. You literally just ruined the... Kratos dies? Well, shit, we might have to play it now. Shit, maybe you gave me a reason to actually see that. I didn't think that would happen. Oops. Well, sorry, guys. I mean, there's nothing I can do. If that might not even be true. But again, if you're in here, you're probably not a fan of the game. I mean... I don't know why you would be in here. You would be probably playing it right now. If you have free time, you'd probably be on the controller right now trying to play it and finish it. And again, it's a one and done. This is a rental Redbox game, bro. Literally, deadass, this is a rental Redbox. And I see these nerds coming out of the woodwork and saying, well, Michael, we just bought the $350 edition. Like, what are you going to do with that? Shove it up your ass? Because it's a one and done experience. Like, deadass, it's a one... Damn, we lost 20 viewers from that. Well, now I want to play more, actually. Look, I already knew the spoilers for Halloween Ends before watching it. I already knew the whole fucking movie. I read that, I knew the spoilers for Halloween Ends before going in, and I said, I don't give a fuck. Now I need to see how it plays out. I need to see that execution. But if they want me to sit there and start crying over Kratos, who's so soft, and clearly, if he were real, a human, he would have voted Clinton. He would have voted Hillary Clinton. So how can I resonate with that? You know what I mean? And early on here in Ragnarok, I'm not going to spoil things, but there's a sad moment that is supposed to evoke a reaction out of the player, and it just lingers on and on and on because the game's probably loading the next fucking area. Come, boy. Damn, I cannot do the voice here today. So, it's up to you guys. If you want me to play this, again, we can. Obviously, we're going to have to start reinstalling it. It's like a 60 gig download. And how is there no photo mode? This is a cinematic movie game. There's no photo mode yet. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing here? Dude, the old games are so much better. God of War 3 is... Holy fuck. Watch that intro for God of War 3. There's so much shit going on. It's so epic. Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. Like, look, I'm all for change. I'm all for when these franchises shake things up. But when you just basically give your big IPs this Last of Us treatment and you do cinematic just for the sake of being cinematic and it's overproduced and it's like, we cannot skip cutscenes, bro. Like, if we could skip the cutscenes, if they added an update for God of War Ragnarok and said, okay, you could skip the cutscenes, then I'd say, okay, it's not a movie game because you could skip the cutscenes. But when you're forced to watch that shit over and over and over again when you replay through it, not that you will, like, it becomes a movie game. Put it in the movie game category. Put it in the movie game category. Look, I don't think Sonic Frontier... I think both games are not good. But if I had to pick one, I think it would be Sonic Frontiers. Okay? And believe me, that game put me to sleep. That game put me to sleep. It brought nothing new to the table in the genre that it's in, although it's new for Sonic, okay? And, look, I appreciate the devs for, like, taking Sonic and doing something different with Sonic, okay? I appreciate that, and I respect that a lot. But with that said... It's no different than Genshin Impact. It's no different than Elden Ring. It's no different than Breath of the Wild. It's just aimless, lifeless, empty open world, full of fucking bugs. Not really, but, it's got some tech issues. But that's not really the big point. The big point is that it's trash.
Atreus kills Kratos in Ragnarok donated £2 through Super Chat.
Well, anyone who cares about the game is not... I don't know why they would be in here, so you're not... Maybe go to someone else's stream and do that because you're going to piss more people off than in here. Most people don't even play video games in here, to be honest with you. But now I want to play it further. God, that's all they can do is just kill off the main protagonist. That's all they can do anymore. That's why I didn't like Red Dead 2.
ARS 225 through Super
it's the same story. They've already told...
Kratos must be a triple vaccinated Clinton voter that goes to Starbucks in the mornings. So incredibly sad.
I mean, it really is so incredibly sad. It really is. But, Arthur Morgan, they literally did the same thing in Red Dead 2. It's like, oh, this is the prequel. Who let the simpleton out of the asylum? Arthur! We need more money, Arthur! And then all of a sudden, I got tuberculosis, Dutch. I ain't feeling so good there, boy. And, Arthur Morgan dies, okay? Spoiler, 4-year-old game. Arthur Morgan dies, okay? You get revenge as John Marston. It's the same game! And Arthur Morgan did not even exist in that universe. They couldn't think of anything new except another revenge tale. Now, look, I'm fine if it's executed well, and it was executed well. I felt something, we felt that bond with Arthur Morgan. But the problem with Red Dead Redemption 2 is that the mission design is trash. The mission design is trash. Literally it's a shooting gallery game. It's a shooting gallery game. That's what it is. It's a shooting gallery game. You go to this mission, you shoot enemies that move on the screen, you talk to Dutch as he's riding the horse back to the camp, and then you rinse and repeat for 25 hours. The best part of the game in Red Dead Redemption 2, the best part of Red Dead Redemption 2 is when you're at the prologue at the end with John Marston and you're milking cows. I was like, damn, this game's gotten good. Because I was tired of doing the shooting and shooting and shooting and shooting.
William Mackay donated £2 through Super Chat. Mackle, gaming is over. I've sold the consoles.
There's no way. It's over. William McKay. Well, I'm going to have to, too. The only reason I have them is because, we have the YouTube channel here. There would be literally no point to own the consoles if I would just stick with PS4. There would be there's no incentive to buy a PS5, and especially Series X, since you can play the fucking games through your goddamn browser. So, you made the right choice. There's just no reason to have these consoles just yet. There's no reason to have these consoles just yet, as they have literally nothing to show for. Now, that might change in the next few years, but right now, they have nothing still to show for. PS5 came out nearly 2 years ago. I would rather play the Wii right now. I'd rather hook up my old Wii and play some unique experiences on there. Now, granted, the Wii has a lot of shovelware, but at least I was immersed. I was like, my God. I remember playing Wii Sports day one when the Wii came out, after waiting in line for that sumbitch for like literally 12, 15 hours. I waited in line for the Wii, and I got the Wii day one, and I played Wii Sports because it came with the damn system, and I'm like, bro, this is revolutionary. I'm hitting the tennis ball with the fucking Wiimote, and I'm like, I am in the game. Like, this shit is on a whole another level. It was so fucking cool. It was so fucking unique. And it's a shame that Nintendo couldn't really innovate past that. You know what I mean?
William Mackay donated
There's no way, dude.
Super Chat. Perhaps it was never good. Nostalgia is blinding.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, honestly, I've always been picky with gaming. It's not, old is necessarily good or automatically good and new is bad. A lot of people have that opinion here, like, oh, the old games are so much better. And it's like, guys, go back to some of those older games. They have dated very, very poorly. You know what I mean? So I've always been picky with my software. And, whenever Rockstar drops something, we sit there and we listen and we say, okay, shut up and take my money. And we'll dissect it. But, look, buying Red Dead Redemption 2 day one is a very different experience than buying God of War Ragnarok day one. God of War Ragnarok, I already know I got that pillow ready. Red Dead Redemption 2, when you fired that up for the first time, that was like losing your virginity. And you wish you could go back to that moment of like, holy fuck. You're so new to this experience. It's got so much depth to it, so much meat on that bone that you're just going to be blown away. God of War Ragnarok, one and done. Watch these cutscenes that you can't literally skip and just, stab everything that moves on the screen. And everyone's like, holy fuck, this is game of the generation. It's like, if this is the best that this gaming industry has to offer, well, maybe it's time to just say, it's not for us anymore. You know what I mean? So... Isn't Elden Ring more of the same? It is more of the same. It's different for the From Software titles, but I'm tired of these empty open world games. I don't know what started this trash, but it's terrible. Okay, Far Cry 6 was terrible. Elden Ring is a total snooze. Name one good game that came out in the last 5 years. Name one good game that came out in the last 5 years. I'm sure I can think of one. But you know what? At the end of the day, they're all pretty terrible. What do you want me to do? It's not fake gamer. It's just, look, maybe my standards are too high, okay? As a Rockstar fanboy, and look, I got problems with Red Dead 2. I don't think it's as good as a lot of people make it out to be. It's great, but it's not perfection.
Charlie Mad donated $2 through Super Chat. Spoiler, Kratos becomes a Democrat-loving man.
There's no way.
Bubble,
dude,
flag.
Dude, they should have a post-credit scene where he gets the, like, I voted sticker. It's a close-up of that. It pulls out. He removes, like, I don't know. Like, I mean, Jesus Christ. Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate you. Charlie Mad coming through. Well, yeah, Red Dead 2, but I mean, that's an obvious answer.
William Mackay donated £2 through Super Chat. Gaming became too big. Risks are not taken anymore.
Yeah, no, that's the problem. That's the problem. Everything got too big. It blew up into this multi-billion-dollar industry, and it wasn't like that in the late 90s. I mean, it was popular, sure, but it's now bigger now than ever before. And as such, there's more bullshit involved with making games, and there's more politics. There's just, it's all crap. It's all crap, you know? That's the problem with gaming. It's not...
Nightwing donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Did you make it to the Thor fight? The game is great.
Well, if you watched the stream last night, you would know how far we made it. And we didn't make it far. We didn't make it far, bro. We didn't make it far. But look, again, we can do the launch party stream tonight, and we can reinstall this shit. And you know what? Maybe I'll come out and I'll have a different take. But based on what I played last night, I can't say anything positive about it, to be honest. Same old slop.
Waffles donated $2 through Super Chat. Kratos needs to save his wife's son, bro. Wheelchair symbol.
Like, here's the thing, I don't even care about the story.
Wheelchair symbol.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't even care about the story.
Wheelchair symbol. Wheelchair
Bro, I'd rather play Hogwarts Legacy.
Wheelchair symbol.
You know what I mean? And I'm not even a Harry Potter fan. You think I understand Harry Potter? Like, Harry Potter was this nerd in his parents' basement, and then he gets the magical powers, and then he gets on the bus and goes to fucking Hogwarts or some shit like that, right? Like, he flies the fucking broom. Cupendo! Cupendo! You know? I cast my spell! You all right, mate? Whoosh. I don't know if he's British, but... You know, I mean, look, Hogwarts Legacy has more potential than this shit, because at least there's more replayability. This is a this is a red box game, bro. Unless you want to play collector and throw it in your collection and say, hey, I own this for the PS5, which a lot of people want to do that, sure. That's this type of game. You know, they cater and pander to... But it's just a snooze fest, bro. Last night I was on that pillow for a reason, not for show, but because I was literally falling asleep. It's the same old crap. But Michael, what do you want? I don't know. Just give me something that's exciting. At least give me the ability to skip the damn cutscenes. I don't care. You know, I'm not watching, bro. I'll go watch Avatar if I want a fucking CGI movie. Okay, I'll go watch Avatar next month if that's what I'm looking for. Not fucking God of War.
William Mackay donated £2 through Super Chat. GTA 6 is a pinnacle game. If it flops, it's over.
I don't think it's going to flop. There's no way that it can flop. I mean, I think the story might be less edgy, and I think the writing might not satisfy everyone. But I think the engine and the mechanics and that stuff, I don't think they can fuck that up. So I think in the story department, it might be disappointing to a lot of people. And I mean, obviously, I don't know the story, but based off of the changes at Rockstar, it seems like that's gonna be the thing that takes probably the biggest hit is the edge and. You know, just what people have become accustomed to with previous Rockstar titles. I think there's going to be a change there with that, but...
Bald Lesbian donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Listen man, I'm enjoying Ragnarok so far, but I will admit, I think the dialogue of Odin and Thor is a bit cringy, but other than that I'm enjoying it.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it, and I'm envious of that. Believe me, I'd love to have something to play right now that's actually worth playing. You know, where I don't fall asleep and I'm actually excited to play. I mean, look, if Rockstar came out here right now and said, hey, here's this copy, pre-release of GTA 6, like, I'd be jumping up and down like a fucking kid in a candy store, okay? You'd see the excitement in world class as the passion would be reinvigorated. But when you just play this software, I mean, it's the same fucking game, you know? And look, that's what people wanted. They wanted more of the same. You got to give the folks at home what they want. So, you know, I'm not saying, you know, we can't be friends if you like God of War Ragnarok or whatever the fuck, but like, bro, this is the same problem that Spider-Man Miles had. Spider-Man Miles was the same game as Spider-Man 2018. Like, I played it for 20 minutes and turned it off. I've already played that game. I don't want to play it again. I've already played it, you know? And that's the problem with a lot of the Call of Duty games is that, you know, if the campaign is especially bland like it is in Modern Warfare 2, the campaign is so terrible in Modern Warfare 2, it's not even funny. And it's just the same old, like, fucking generic template military fucking, like, tango down, mate. Bravo 6, infiltrate. You know, it's like, it's just the same old shit.
Donated £2 through Super Chat. Do you think ES6 could be Cyberpunk? As Bethesda?
Do you think Elder Scrolls 6 could be Cyberpunk as Bethesda? Well, I mean, anything could happen at this point. Starfield doesn't even have a release date. Now, if Starfield came out on 11/11/2022, Sony would be screwed right now. Sony would be screwed. If Starfield came out on 11/11/2022, they would be screwed. Sony would have nothing to show for. This wouldn't be enough. God of War would not be enough, in my opinion. Even if Starfield flopped, at least there's more meat on that bone. You can play it how you want. There's just much more to that experience. You know what I mean? This is just one and done. And that's what people are looking for in a God of War game, especially this movie stuff. But, bro, it ain't good. And I don't know if it's worth 75.
Faye Raven donated $5 through Super Chat. Ragnarok is a PG game. The death animations for bosses are so bland and anticlimactic compared to God of War 3. Look them up.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm telling. I told people to look it up. I told people to look up the first 20 minutes of God of War 3, and it's like, my God, you could tell that people put time into this game. You know, and this shit's so lazy. It's like, here's a close-up of Kratos while the game is secretly loading. Boy, we must go, boy. Like, there's just nothing going on in this game, and I get it. Like, it's a slow start. I'm sure things ramp up, and I heard something about fucking Thor and this, that, and the third, and it's like, that's great. I don't even know who the fuck Thor is. Is it Chris Hemsworth in the game? I don't know. The Faye Raven coming through. Hell yeah, by the way, appreciate that. We know nothing about Starfield? That's not true. There's literally over 30 minutes of gameplay. Look it up. They revealed it at E3 this year, earlier this year. How do we know nothing about I mean, yeah, we know nothing about Starfield in the sense that, like, I don't care, though. Look at the gameplay. The game ain't ready. The game ain't ready for prime time, and I hope it doesn't come out next year because it ain't fucking ready. That shit going to be pushed back into 2024, and if it releases early, it's going to tank. It's going to tank. There's no way, based off of what they've shown, there's no way that Starfield's going to be ready in 2023. Nope.
William Mackay donated £2 through Super Chat. I agree.
That's what we're talking about. William Mackay! God damn. William Mackay. I mean, my God, we're talking about the Liverpool gang resurrected here. William Mackay coming through. The Getaway was a good game. You want to play a good game, you want to play a forward-thinking game, play The Getaway on PS2. Very forward-thinking, got to have your thinking cap on, very cinematic, very ahead of its time, and that's why it flopped. Made GTA look fucking like a baby's toy. So there was some really forward-thinking ideas with The Getaway back on PS2 in the early days. And it was like almost like a one-to-one scale of London, too. Just such creativity was
Waffles donated $2 through Super Chat. But Mackle Yong Ye and Shilup said it's good.
because they work on the fucking... They're basically employees. I mean, Shilup is literally like in the game. Or not Shilup, but Young Yeah is like literally in the game. There's no way that his review should be taken seriously because he worked on the fucking game. He can't remove himself from that project, and he surely can't speak his mind because they ain't gonna fucking call him back. He wants to be like the next fucking big, hotshot in the games industry. He ain't gonna tell you that this is shit.
Samurai Gaming donated $2 through Super Chat. Final Fantasy 16 was revealed, so maybe it'll be good.
Well, I'm not... Final Fantasy has never been for me, so I have... Final Fantasy, it just doesn't... I've barely played any Final Fantasy games because they just don't work for me. But I'm glad people like it, and if you like it, great. But whenever I hear Final Fantasy, I say, I don't care. Samurai Gaming coming through, and I know that's going to piss some people off, but, look. When I see a great game, I'll let you know. Okay? When I see a great game coming out in the relatively near future, I'll let you know. And people are saying Callisto Protocol... People are saying Callisto Protocol, and I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, what are you seeing in that game? You know what I mean? I'm not trying to trash on games, but like, bro, it's literally a Dead Space clone. And they're saying it's not like, oh no, it has nothing to do with Dead Space. Like, look at the fucking game, bro. It's literally, it's like, I'm not going to get into it, but if you don't think it's a Dead Space clone, then I don't know what to tell you. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I mean, whatever. Look, they're going up against EA. I'd rather support the small dev as opposed to EA, although the people at EA are very nice. But with that said, I don't want to play Dead Space again. I'd rather play a clone that maybe does something a little bit different. I don't want to play. I was never big on Dead Space either. I was never big on Dead Space. It was never good. There's a bunch of fucking jump scares in a little fucking spaceship. Okay, how is that scary? It's not scary. It's just like shoot the limbs off. Okay, that's it. Jump scares and shoot the limbs off. Trash.
Samurai Gaming donated $2 through Super Chat. Understandable, Final Fantasy is acquired taste.
Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate that. Samurai Gaming coming through with the 2. That's what I'm saying. No, people are saying it's not a clone. They're saying that, the Callisto Protocol is totally different. It's not Dead Space. Like, bitch, it's from the guy who made Dead Space. It's basically in spite of EA. He probably knew that was coming before it was even announced. And he's like, fuck this shit. Let's make our own fucking Dead Space. We can't call it Dead Space, but we'll make our own Dead Space. And look, I'll play the Callisto Protocol when it releases, I think, on December 2nd. And I do want to support the devs because they said they were working through COVID. And it's like, yeah, I'm supporting that, okay? They're not going to Starbucks with their soy lattes. They're working hard. They're busting their ass. And it's apparently full of veterans, okay? So I'm going to support the game whether or not I like it. It doesn't matter. I'm supporting the game. I'm buying that shit day one. Okay, just on that principle alone. Okay, they're not do nothing Democrats at the studio, and then they tried to get canceled on Twitter like, oh my God, they're working through COVID. Well, that's just inexcusable. Fuck this game. I'll just support it in spite of that, even if it is trash. Even if it is trash. These devs don't want to do anything anymore. They just want to literally just sit at Starbucks all day, stare at the wall at their cubicle. I mean, they don't want to put the work in. It's so sad.
William Mackay donated £2 through Super Chat. GTA 4 is a technological marvel. How can
absolutely. Absolutely. And one of the things that doesn't get talked about enough with GTA 4 is that Rockstar literally has different dialogue. Okay, so if you die in a mission and you have to hear that car ride over again, it's all new written dialogue. Like, every mission has alternative dialogue. They have not done that since. So that's disappointing in the sense that they haven't worked as hard, even Rockstar. But in GTA 4, every mission has alternative dialogue. And some of those fucking car rides are pretty long. So that script is huge. And they have not done that since. Not even in GTA 5. Not even in Red Dead 2. Nope.
Triadic Bus donated $2 through Super Chat. Would you consider doing phone call-ins again?
We would, but we have to figure it out. So, I don't know how to figure it out. But if people want to call in, we can maybe make it happen in a way that makes sense, but until we can figure that out, the answer is no. Triadic Bus coming through. Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate it. It's the same in the Getaway, but it repeats after a while? What does that mean? Wait, there's all new oh, hell no. You're telling me that they wrote different dialogue in the Getaway? Or are you talking about something else? I don't know. I just glanced at the chat. No, the Getaway is innovative because there's no HUD. Okay, and this is like, when did the Getaway come out? 2001, 2002? That is a forward-thinking game. And it was ahead of its time because no one, they were like, oh, let's just wait for GTA or whatever the fuck. So, it wasn't popular. I mean, it was popular, but it wasn't popular in the sense that it's like, holy fuck, this is the next GTA. But it's just a forward-thinking game. In order to heal, you have to like lean up against the wall. There's no HUD again, and so how you traverse throughout the map is you look at the turn signal on your car, on your vehicle, and the game will tell you how to go on that. Like it is insane. It really is insane. I thought he was playing the game. Well, stay tuned. Later tonight we'll play it. Okay? So join us for the launch party stream later tonight. If you guys want, I got to reinstall it. I don't have the game installed. I literally deleted it last night. No one showed up for the stream last night, so we're going to redo it again here tonight. We had more viewers for Sonic Frontiers than we did God of War Ragnarok, which kind of doesn't make sense, but maybe it does. Nonetheless, if you want to see me play through this slop again, we'll play it later tonight. I'll reinstall it if we can get it reinstalled in time. But it's going to take like literally 6 hours to get it reinstalled because it's like a big game, 60 gigs. Actually, it's pretty small. The woke protocol. Well, I don't know what that is. You're talking about something else because I'm pretty sure the devs aren't woke. But if they are, they are. I mean, that has nothing to. Why would I care? I mean, look, if these devs vote Hillary Clinton, it's not going to piss me off. I mean, I don't really care. If the game is quality, the game is quality. I'll support the game based off of the game. I don't really need to do it earlier. I was asleep. Well, we can't cater and pander to everyone's schedule in here. We have to do the show when we want to do it. So either you tune in or you don't, but the VOD is available if you want to check it out. I refuse to believe that you hate Dead Space. Well, I could never play more than 20 minutes of it. It's just it's not good. The Thing is a better game than Dead Space. The Thing is a better game because there's a mechanic in the Thing where the AI will maybe turn on you and you don't even know. Okay, it's hard to explain, and the game's very dated, but you're gonna have to bring something new to the table. Dead Space is normie crap. I don't like Dead Space. I never have. I never have liked Dead Space. It never clicked with me. It was just a bunch of jump scares in a fucking dimly lit Jason X spaceship. Okay, I don't care. Never worked for me. It's a Resident Evil 4 clone. Like even the main dev would, the guy who made the game would say that it's just a Resident Evil 4 clone, and you can shoot off limbs and stuff like that. Like, okay, that's cool, but not really. What about Doom 3? I think Doom 3 is pretty good. Doom 3 is pretty good because it brought something new to the table. Yeah, and I think it was it's a pretty spooky game. I mean, I don't know about now. I haven't played it in literally years, but back when I played it on Xbox for a little bit, I thought it was pretty interesting. So Doom 3 is Doom 3 is better than the new Doom games. The new Doom games are terrible. Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal trash. Same with the new Hitman games, terrible. It's all soulless crap, dude. It's all crap. Give us the all time to get your pillows when you play God of War Ragnarok. Yeah, we're going to have to get the pillow ready. No doubt about it. We're going to have to get the pillow ready. What do you think about Atomic Heart? Don't even know what that game's about. I'm tired of playing games where I do the same thing over and over again, okay? If we're going to do that, then there's no point to play it. You can cut the tension with a knife in here. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, bro. If you don't like it, don't watch. We can always try and do better in the next show. So, I'm not sure what to tell you. But if you want to come out here with this microphone and do this show, and come on out. All right, we're going to stop looking at the chat.
William Mackay donated £2 through Super Chat. I want to thank you for the laughs over the year.
Hell yeah, bro. We appreciate you. We appreciate you, William Mackay. Not just because you're coming through, but because you appreciate the show, as you just said. And we appreciate people who appreciate us. So, hell yeah, bro. Appreciate that. William Mackay coming through. And thank you for your kind generosity. The Elon Musk of the Liverpool gang. Holy shit. William Mackay coming through, baby. Time and time again. Holy hell, bro. Single-handedly just... Unreal Engine 5 is soulless. Unreal Engine 5 is soulless. Dude, every game's going to be an Unreal Engine 5. Like, terrible, bro. Every game's going to be the same. They're ditching their own in-house engines, and they're jumping to Unreal Engine 5, and as such, it's all going to... Silent Hill remake in Unreal Engine 5. Yeah, it might look cool, but it's still going to feel like Unreal Engine, you know? It's still going to feel like Unreal Engine. All these games are going to start feeling too similar. Everyone's using Unreal Engine now. CD Projekt Red is switching over to Unreal Engine. It's sad. Sad. The show is hot garbage. Well, James, I'm going to expose you because you literally just DM me on Twitter with a bunch of fake bullshit, dude. Go fuck off. You got problems. You got mental illness. Like, I'm not saying you have to like the show, but like, dude, pick a fucking side.
On the park bench.
Oh my God. Mark Berg coming through yet again. Holy shit. Mark Berg's in here. Mark Berg coming through with the 2. Jerry Lawler, you should not. Joe Wilson, brand new sub. Probably not even watching the show, to be honest. Is Joe Wilson in here? I don't think he is. Michael is not in a good mood today. Well, that's every time we're out here, we're not in a good mood anymore. It's just a negative... I don't like doing the show outside anymore, so it's hard. It's hard to do the show outside these days. So if we're indoor, I mean, we're never really in a good mood. So it's just part of the gimmick. What's there to be a good mood about? We're not at the strip club. You know what I mean? Jeez.
William Mackay donated £2 through Super Chat. But I'm moving on from gaming. The era is over.
Well, I mean, I believe me, I would too. I'd love to. But, you know, I don't know. Oh, yeah, I could quit gaming today and not really. I wouldn't be missing out on much until basically GTA 6. You know, obviously I'd come back for GTA 6, but that's not happening until like 3 or 4 years from now, probably, if I had to guess, right? So, you know, I could quit gaming today and not miss out on anything. Like, there's literally nothing in the pipeline that we know of anyway where I'm jumping up and down. It's all the same old crap. It, like, dead ass. It is all the same old crap. Even these new IPs, it's just the same old reformulaic concepts. Then don't. Well, I can do what I want. You're not. You're just going to get blocked. I'm done with it. I'm done with the trolling shit, man. Shit's old. Don't tell me how to run my show. Don't tell me how to do my show. Okay. Jerry Lawler wants to fight. Well, tell him I'm ready. Tell him I'm ready. Tell Jerry Lawler I am ready. Okay. World class is ready. I'll put the gloves on. We'll go 12 rounds in that ring, the squared circle, and believe me, I'd make Jerry Lawler submit. He'd tap. He'd tap. No, look, David Jaffe, look, let's just be honest here. There's no way in hell that, well, the old David Jaffe, probably a different person than he is now. It's just human nature, you know, people evolve. But there's no way the old God of War guy, you know, David Jaffe, there's no way he's looking at this and saying this is amazing. There's no way. The old David Jaffe would come out and, like, if you were to take the new God of War and go back in time with the DeLorean and show it to David Jaffe, he'd be like, what is this? You know, I guarantee it, bro. But, you know, he's still in bed with a lot of people at Sony. He can't really speak his mind on that. You know, he can talk about a lot of other stuff, but he's the God of War dude, so why would he? I'm sure he's getting royalty checks. Why would he give a shit? It's like John Carpenter with Halloween. John Carpenter doesn't give a fuck about Halloween. Why should he? He already made that movie. Who cares? But he loves when they make a new one because they pay him, so I can't blame him. Corey Barlog ruined God of War. Well, he didn't direct the new one. Supposedly, it's a new director. It's a new director. He already called it DLC. Yeah. Laura Pierce got promoted to writer at Santa Monica. Well, good for her. What do you want me to say? Game looks kind of boring to me. Yeah, it's a snooze fest. We played it last night. We'll probably play it again tonight. And you guys can join in for the gameplay show tonight. But we probably won't last too long. I mean, I'll try and push through it for you guys, but it ain't going to be an entertaining show. It's going to be me sitting there playing that and being miserable. So
it's the PC culture, Mackle. They can't offend now.
Yeah, well, they can't rock the boat. Gaming got too big, and, you know, it's just sad. Because they don't want to piss people off, because if they piss people off and, you know, could impact sales. William McKay coming through yet again. Hell yeah, brother, we appreciate that. William McKay coming through yet again. Well, the fact that you can't skip the cutscenes is just ridiculous. The fact that you can't skip the cutscenes is totally ridiculous, you know? It's so sad. If you could skip the cutscenes, I could cut it some slack in saying, okay, it's not a movie game or whatever, but...
LaSalle donated 6 Canadian dollars and 99 cents through Super Chat. Ragnarok is a game made with love of money.
Well, I mean, it's got tight production, but... if you take away the cinematics, if you take away the production value and the acting and things of that nature, I mean, really, what does the game have? The combat is just pretty... yeah, it's just sad. Sad. But, you know, this is what the PlayStation fanboys want. This is what the PlayStation fanboys want.
No Memory donated £5 through Super Chat. How are you today? Can I ask, do you really like Loot 2? I do. Would you consider streaming it ever? Psycho Killer, qu'est-ce que c'est?
Yeah, The Last of Us 2 is actually interesting. A lot of people hate that game, but, you know, it made me feel something, so, you know, I gotta say that it's a great experience. So I think Neil Druckmann is a superior director than Corey Barlog, because these God of War games don't do anything for me. Hell yeah, bro, Mono Memory coming through yet again. You know, eventually, when things kind of die down here with these new releases, we'll definitely jump into some irrelevant stuff again. But when things die down, it's kind of hard to do this show because, you know, we're just waiting and waiting and waiting for these games to come out. And then when these games come out, you got to, you know, fire up the content machine and start getting these videos pumped out and these streams pumped out. And it's just crazy. It's chaos. Stop saying you beat the game. You didn't. I don't know what you're talking about. I never said I beat God of War Ragnarok. That's bullshit, dude. You're a troll that probably made an account within 5 minutes ago. You can skip cutscenes, but only in New Game Plus. Yikes! Well, I mean, that makes sense, but why? It makes sense, but it kind of doesn't. In Max Payne 3, you can skip the cut. I mean, you can skip the Last of Us cutscenes. Like, are they that offended? Like, they're afraid of gamers skipping the cutscenes, so they don't even give you the option. That's pretty terrible. You should be able to skip cutscenes immediately. Shouldn't have to do New Game Plus to do cut. Maybe they'll update it. Doubt it, but. I mean, God of War 3 is just. It's a totally different franchise. It's a totally different franchise than what it is right now. At least 2023 will be better for gaming. Well, we'll see, but I don't know. There's a lot of games coming out in 2023, but they say this every year, like, oh, 2021 sucked. 2022 is going to be better. 2022 comes along, and outside of maybe a few titles, and I'm talking maybe very few, there's very little to play, very little to. But look, I'll tell you this, okay? I need you guys to listen. I'll tell you this. If Elden Ring doesn't, if God of War Ragnarok wins over Elden Ring, I am going to be pissed. I'm sorry, but if God of War Ragnarok wins over Elden Ring, I'm going to be pissed. Because at least Elden Ring, there's a game to it. You know what I mean? Might not be the overhyped, masterpiece that a lot of people think it is. But, look, if God of War Ragnarok wins Game of the Year at the Game Awards, I'm going to be upset. Very upset. Not because I hate it that much. It's not because... it's just because it's not a game. It's not a game. It's literally... It's like... I can't even explain it. It's not a game. You don't even like Elden Ring. Yeah, but I put more time into Elden Ring. It doesn't matter if I don't like it. I put more time into Elden Ring, so that speaks volumes. I put like literally 40, 50 hours into Elden Ring. You think I'm going to do that here with God of War Ragnarok? Probably not, unless we just have to force ourselves to play on that pillow tonight. Which, if that's what you guys want, fine, so be it. But it ain't going to be an entertaining show. But today's the launch day, so we're going to have to probably jump back in regardless because, it's God of War time, so. And, I'm not saying never say never. I mean, maybe it does get much better, but I guess we're going to have to play more to find out. I don't need a story. If the story... I don't care about these characters. I don't care about Kratos. I don't care about his son. I don't even understand it. Why would I care? The Last of Us, I cared. It's like, okay, they're smashing Joel's brains in. Okay, now I'm pissed off. Now I care. Now I'm emotionally invested in this story. It's a beautiful game. Last of Us 2 is a beautiful game because it pissed everyone off. It was a pleb filter game. It was a fucking pleb filter game. Pissed the entire gaming community off. Neil Druckmann literally just light years ahead of Cory Barlog.
William Mackay donated £2 through Super Chat. What will it take for you to move on from gaming?
Well, I mean, I can move on at any time. I mean, but it would be a pretty big departure. So, I mean, I've kind of already quietly moved on, really, to be honest. I moved on literally years ago. Anyone who spoils the game should be instantly banned. Well, I'm not trying to babysit chat, and we're hoping that mods are in here, and there's seemingly no mods in here. So, outside of maybe one or two. But look, if you haven't played the game, I don't know why you're in here. Like I'm not spoiling it for you, but because I don't even care about the story. Don't even care. I know it's a movie game, and I know what I'm getting into with the PlayStation title exclusive, but I'm there for the combat and just, seeing how terrible the game is. No, I bought The Last of Us Part 1 remake. It's not good. Oh, I mean, I don't even think the first game's that good. The first game is not good. Didn't age well. Even with the enhancements with the PS5 remake. Didn't age well. Don't like the story. Don't care about the characters. The ending's stupid. She's immune, Joel. Garbage. Last of Us 2 gets really going fast. You know? Last of Us 2 is a well-crafted story. I mean, look at the reaction. Fucking broke the internet. Clearly, that's an effective. That's effective storytelling. If you can get people to care, it works. That's period. End of story. It doesn't matter if they like it or hate it. Who cares? The worst thing you can do as a creative is to publish something and no one gives a shit about it. That's the worst thing you could do. I mean, if you want to think it's trolling, you're up. You're entitled to your opinion. Oh, The Last of Us 1 is not a good game. It's such a boring game. I do not like The Last of Us Part 1. Last of Us Part 2 is totally different. Totally different. Are you a fan of the previous God? I was never a massive fan, but I played, I had God of War 3 on PS3. And, but I wasn't jumping up and down for the next God of War release, if that's what you're asking. It's just bait. Well, I mean, you're like I said, you're entitled to your opinion. I'm not saying you're wrong. I mean, it could be bait, it might not be, but, doesn't matter at the end of the day. Halloween Ends is far better than God of War. I mean, I agree. I agree. Miss Click is... There you go. Woo! Miss Click. God damn. Oh... So we will probably be live later tonight again with God of War Ragnarok, okay, for the launch party stream. Yesterday was launch first impressions, okay? We were doing the first impressions launch yesterday, and most people didn't tune in. But with that said, we will be going live again with God of War Ragnarok, probably just starting an all-new game again and seeing if we can appreciate it again. We didn't make it too far, so it's not like we're backtracking that far.
William Mackay donated £2 through Super Chat. Could the industry survive if GTA 6 does flop?
Oh yeah, I mean, they're churning out trash left and right these days, and it's still. I mean, gaming is bigger than ever, I guess. So I don't know. This Click is more annoying than Alana. Well, you obviously haven't watched their streams, but okay. She's pretty chill, but whatever, dude. Far Cry 2 is way better. Yeah. Well, and that's my, look, people love Far Cry 3. William McKay coming through again. Hell yeah, bro. People love Far Cry 3. People love Far Cry 3, and they say it's the best one. And it's like, that game's trash. Far Cry 3 is a terrible game. It's the most normie thing you can think of. Like, they turned that franchise into McDonald's. That's what they did. They literally turned it into McDonald's. Like, let's do the most generic, hey, climb towers and unveil parts of the map. And, maybe back then it was a little bit more new and fresh, but then they just regurgitated that format because everyone's like, oh my God, Voss is a great villain. I'm so invested into this. Oh my God, my friends are missing on an island and Voss is going to cut their throat off. It's stupid. Far Cry 2 is a better game. Mechanically, it is a better game. There's more meat on the bone. It doesn't hold your hand as much. It's a way better game. Far Cry 2, yeah. I got it on PS3. It's a great game. But you normies in the chat couldn't handle Far Cry 2. You wouldn't be able to handle it. Your brain would melt going to that game. And it's not even that depth. It's not even that complex or sophisticated, but compared to what is put out now, you wouldn't be able to handle it. But you guys like that Far Cry 5 crap and Far Cry 6. All terrible games. All of them have been terrible since 2. All of them have been terrible since 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, all of them have been terrible. 2's the best one. 2 is the best one. Not just because... I'm not going to get into it. If you don't understand why, then I don't know what to tell you. I'm not saying it's perfect, but...
William Mackay donated £2 through Super Chat. Okay, Mackle. I'm out.
Hell yeah,
God
bro.
bless
Appreciate you, bro. Hell yeah. That's what we're talking about. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for supporting the show. William McKay. Let's get a big shout out for William McKay coming through here again today. Really hard and really strong. and helping facilitate future shows here. William McKay, hell yeah, bro. Thanks again, man. Appreciate you and your kind generosity. The Elon Musk of the Liverpool gang. Holy shit, William McKay coming through there. And again, thanks for stopping by and supporting the show. We do appreciate you and chatting as well with us here. Here we go.
SK donated $5 through Super Chat. Says he was mad when Joel was killed, then he says he didn't like the characters in Clue 1.
I didn't. But, I mean, it's still Joel and Ellie. You know, they're iconic characters. But I don't... The first game is boring. The first game is so fucking boring, dude. You know, I wasn't, like, falling in love with those characters, but they're iconic characters, and it's like, yeah, I don't want to see fucking Joel get his brains bashed in. No one does. Why would anyone want to see that? And especially from Abby. Who the fuck is Abby? Like, who's this? You know, oh, it's the scientist's daughter. Oh, now it's starting to make sense. Now you're getting pissed off. No, it's a beautiful story. You guys can't handle it. The Last of Us is like one of the most perfect games ever created. It's not bait. I don't care if you disagree. I really don't give a shit. Gameplay-wise, it's on a whole nother level. It's way better than God of War Ragnarok. This shit's trash compared to The Last of Us 2. The story actually gets you fucking fired up. Dude, if a game can evoke emotion in me, evoke an emotion out of me, then it's a fucking A+. When these games, I watch these cutscenes and I don't give two shits about what's happening on the screen, and I'm on my phone scrolling through fucking whatever, yeah, it's trash. They're showing off DMZ on YouTube. Well, does it look good? Does it look good? That could be the next big thing for Call of Duty. I think that's the next big thing for Call of Duty. I enjoyed seeing poor Joel suffer because I knew it would piss off the fanboys. Yeah, I mean, I was mad and upset about it. I mean, I wasn't like, you know, like this super fanboy of these characters, but I mean, it was sad to see him go out like that and such, in an abrupt way. It's like, oh, Joel is this like experienced survivor, and he walks into a isolated cabin with these people he doesn't know. Why would he do that? And it's like, it's great writing. You don't understand. It's not a plot hole. It's just you don't agree with it, so you want to trash it. Sad. Neil Druckmann really it's time to apologize and kneel to Neil Druckmann. I mean, I really hope with The Last of Us 3, if they ever do something more with this story, that they don't back down and try and like win people back over by saying, oh, that was all a dream or some stupid shit like that, where it's like, oh, Joel isn't actually dead or something stupid, I really hope. And that's, and it's sad because The Last of Us 2 doesn't even have a PS5 port. Like, what are we doing? Like, that is a masterpiece and of emotion and just mechanically, that game is on another level. It's a PS4 game and it feels like a fucking next-gen game, Even if you put the story aside, that game mechanically is on a whole nother level for a PS4 game, And to see Naughty Dog do something built from the ground up on PS5, and The Last of Us remake doesn't really count, although I wish it did, but to see a true next-gen project from Naughty Dog is going to be something special. But, again, it's going to take 10 years for these games to come out. And, it just seems like... All right, everyone's getting timed out here. I don't know what's going on.
SK donated $5 through Super Chat. Well, I haven't bought Ragnarok yet and probably won't.
I mean, I'm not saying, obviously it's up to you guys if you want to experience it or not, but what I would do is wait until it at least goes on sale. Because truthfully, it is a one and done. I mean, obviously, if you played God of War 2018, then you know that. It's not like Resident Evil 4 where you can just keep playing it and it still feels fresh somehow. Like, think about that. Like, that's a testament to how Resident Evil 4, I mean, people are still playing it to this day. Fucking old as shit, But it was addicting, and, the upgrade system was, unique at the time, and... An experienced survivor walks in and gets his head, yeah, totally S tier writing. I'm not gonna go down that road and start explaining it, dude. You don't understand. He let his guard down. What do you want me to tell you? Is it so hard to believe that Joel let his guard down? He's not perfect. Like that adds a vote. That adds like a human element to that character. He let his guard down. He fucked up. They bashed his fucking brains in. Get pissed. Fucking shit's a masterpiece. Kneel to Neil Druckmann. Apologize now to Neil Druckmann. I will defend The Last of Us 2. I don't care. I don't care. I will defend it. I hate the first. I don't like the first game. I think it's a snooze fest. And I'm glad Neil Druckmann's the CEO now. That other guy that was with Neil Druckmann, I mean, it was trash. The Last of Us 1 is so boring. You just got to like lift other characters up constantly. You got to you take this ladder over here and put this ladder down. Like it's just a snooze. And who cares? Like who cares about these characters in that game? Like it's a boring game. It is a boring game. The Last of Us Part 1 is a boring game. And you know, again, if you think I'm baiting right now, I don't care. I'm telling you the dead-ass truth. No, I don't care. If you think I literally bought The Last of Us Part 1 on PS5 and I couldn't even continue playing it. It's such a boring game. I don't like that game. I don't like The Last of Us Part 1. It was cool for the time where it's like, okay, it's this first Sony movie game, cinematic experience. It's just like a movie, you know. Great graphics, production quality off the charts, but it's such a boring game. And mechanically, it's dated. Last of Us 2 is superior in literally every way. You're such a liar. I don't care. I don't care if you... I don't care what you believe. I don't give two... Like Jerry Lawler told me, I don't give two shits if you believe me. The fuck? That's what Jerry Lawler told me to my face. I don't give two shits if you believe me. What the fuck? Okay? And I'm going to say that to you. So... Yeah. They made... The Last of Us 2 made a damn point. Okay? The Last of Us 2 made a damn point. You have to commend it for that. I don't care if you disagree. I'm not going to sit out here and argue. Okay? The game's 2 years old, but it needs a PS5 upgrade, and I will pay Naughty Dog. Okay? If Naughty Dog wants to roll that PS5 update out soon, well, let's make it happen. And you know, please, for the love of God. Too bad. Dude, they threw Michael Myers in a meat grinder. 40 years. It's been 45 years, and Michael Myers is dead. Okay, Michael Myers is literally dead. Do you not think the fans were... You think the fans were thrilled with Halloween Ends? No, they weren't. But who cares what the fans think? Their ass are there day one regardless. You think when The Last of Us Part 3 comes out, you think that the fans are going to not play that? Oh, hell no, they're going to play that. But what Naughty Dog should do is make it internet only. So that way, if the copy leaks early, there's no spoilers on the internet. I honestly would prefer that. Think about it. Look at all the spoilers that happened with God of War Ragnarok. That thing got spoiled like weeks early, 2 weeks ago. You know, Call of Duty requires internet to play the campaign. So if you really want to prevent spoilers, that's the only way to do it. Just don't turn the servers on until the goddamn game comes out. Or every game has to be digital only.
Mono Memory donated £5 through Super Chat. Clue Remake made me realize how much better Part 2 is. Was a missed opportunity to not include the updated gameplay in Part 1. Druckmann equals big gonads.
Well, I'm glad they didn't include the updated gameplay for Part 1 because then it would have made Part 2 a little bit inferior. Well, maybe not, but it makes The Last of Us Part 2 stand out more because it has improved gameplay. So I'm actually glad they didn't carry that over. And everyone's like, oh, Michael, they should have made it like The Last of Us Part 2 where you can get on the floor and you can crawl and you can dodge, you can do all this stuff. And it's like, no, that's The Last of Us Part 2 gameplay. If you're going to bring The Last of Us Part 2 gameplay and mechanics to The Last of Us Part 1, that's no longer The Last of Us Part 1. That's like, you know, that's like if you had like a 1965 Mustang and you put a brand new engine in it, it's no longer a 1965 Mustang. I mean, on the exterior it is, but it's a brand new engine in that bitch, right? So if you throw in the new gameplay mechanics and elements, it's no longer The Last of Us Part 1. So you could say cash grab and this, that, and the third, but it's like they were just trying to honor that because they didn't want to fuck that up because it would have pissed people off even further. But, you know, I think that multiplayer title that they are doing with The Last of Us is going to be super ambitious, and hopefully it doesn't destroy Naughty Dog. But I think The Last of Us is a game that a lot of people need to buy, and I think I'm going to frame it on my wall just to piss off the haters in there. Just can't appreciate a good story.
Thunderbolt Vintage donated $5 through Super Chat. The Getaway was my first video game, Tiddies.
No.
Great game.
Wait, that game's got a strip club? There's no way. Well, shit, maybe I didn't get too far in that. I mean, when that game came out, I was too stupid to understand how to play the game. Well, it's kind of, I mean, still too stupid to understand how to play the games these days. But, man, if that game had a strip club, we might have to go back and revisit it. Hell yeah, bro, appreciate that. Thunderbolt Vintage coming through. No, the story is great. I don't look, if you want to use that as like a defense mechanism and you think that this is nonstop troll, I mean, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Who cares at the end of the day? What I'm telling you is not wrong, okay? The Last of Us 2 is objectively better than The Last of Us Part 1. Period. End of story. No one cares what a bunch of fucking incels think. Like, oh yeah, this is trash. Abby's strong. Ha ha ha. It's woke. Oh my god. Damn!
Lee Cameron
Damn!
donated £2 through Super Chat. God of War Ragnarok is a win. Mack'll take a day off.
Well, why would I do that? It's God of War Ragnarok launch day. Like, we have to at least try it again. And I don't think it's going to have a different turnout. I mean, unless we are, maybe we were tired last night and maybe that affected our experience. I don't know. But we're going to jump back in later tonight to try and give this another chance, okay? I mean, I just spent $75 on this bitch. So, yeah, I'm going to try and get a little bit more out of it. To at least try and get past the tutorial level, because I think we were still in the tutorial level. Lee Cameron coming through with the 2. Everything's a rip-off of everything. There's nothing original anymore. I mean, look at Reservoir Dogs. Quentin Tarantino ripped that off. So, Quentin Tarantino ripped that off. Alana Pierce is the perfect example of that. Did you guys hear the truck? You probably did, because that shit was pretty loud. Don't reinstall it? Well, unfortunately, it's the launch day, so there's nothing. I can't play Sonic Frontiers on the God of War Ragnarok launch day. That'd be dumb. You know, we can eventually go back to Sonic Frontiers as, you know, but we can't miss out on the launch day here, so we are going to probably reinstall it. I don't want to, and I know it's not going to make for a great show, because I have nothing to say about the game. I mean, it's not my cup of tea. It's well produced, and you know it's got great cutscenes, and you know I'm glad people enjoy it. But I'd rather play The Last of Us Part 2, Last of Us Part 3. The combat is interesting in The Last of Us Part 2. The gore is insane on another level. You know, it's just hard to explain. Hard to explain. Well, I'd like to play Cyberpunk so we can get to Panam's ass. Okay, that'd be a fantastic moment. And I've never played through Cyberpunk fully because I couldn't. I bought it on PS4. It ran like total garbage. People still don't understand because I think the majority of the sales came from PC. A bunch of these reset era nerds like, oh yeah, Cyberpunk's great. Get good, bitch. You're a poor man. It's like, okay. But, you know, the scene with Panam where she's bending over, like, whew, let's put that in VR. Jeez. Sleeping Dogs is where it's at. Very underrated game. Yeah, that's bait. I'm going to see when you made that channel. That's bait. That's bait in here, bro. No, it can't go to your channel. You're just saying that to get me pissed off. It's a waste in space stalling that slop. Too bad. It's literally launch day. We're going to have to at least check it out one more time. Yeah, and you know, maybe we got to go in with a different mindset, okay? We're going to have to give it a shot, try and go in and see what ultimately happens here. Install, uninstall, install, uninstall. Well, that's how it works. PS5 only has a certain amount of space, so. New patch came out. Cyberpunk, they added umbrellas to NPCs. I haven't played it after being dragged out of the trash driving car rubbish. Chat is wild. No, it's not that wild. Alana Pierce is in Cyberpunk and God of War. They both suck. Yeah, she is in Cyberpunk as a character, but I've never played it that far to find her. It's a terrible game. Cyberpunk isn't a good game. It's a looter shooter. I hate those games. It's literally a looter shooter, a linear action looter shooter story driven. That's it. There's no RPG to be found in that experience. Now, you know, eventually when they make the next Cyberpunk in the next 10 years or whatever the fuck, they might eventually deliver on what was at one point promised, but it ain't happening with Cyberpunk 2077. Part 3 will never happen. Neil Druckmann destroyed it. Well, they'll just do a prequel or something stupid. They'll just do a prequel. That's why I say we got to buy The Last of Us Part 2, because it's almost like Neil Druckmann had to change his mind about it, you know, which is sad. Which is really sad. Yeah, she's in the junkyard, but you have to go there at a certain time. Believe me, I went to the junkyard looking for Alana Pierce. She was nowhere to be found. So you have to go there at a specific time during a specific sort of event or some shit like that. You got to look it up. Well, Sleeping Dogs is overrated in my opinion. It's an internet darling game. There's a lot of games. Alien Isolation is in that list of internet darling games. Alien Isolation, Sleeping Dogs. What's another underrated, overrated game? There's a lot of them on the internet here. It's an internet darling game. Ghost of Tsushima, I would argue. Ghost of Tsushima is overrated, but it was popular, so it's less. Ghost of Tsushima's. Oh. Well, I'm not playing the prequel. That's a snooze fest. That's a snooze fest. That's a snooze. You have to progress the story. Well, I have no interest in playing it. What do you want me to do? Oh, Lord. Well, let's go ahead and fix that. Well, someone just came through with the 2. Yeah, Sleeping Dogs is boring. The Infamous games were actually good. I didn't like those either. Man, it's kind of hard to find a game that I like, ain't it? Picky eater. When are you getting Alana Pierce to call in? Whenever she's ready. PlayStation brand is dead. Well, I don't... I doubt it. It's a snooze fest. I mean, at least Sonic Frontiers is, different for Sonic. I mean, that's a boring game too, but I don't know. Both games should be on Game Pass. You should make a podcast with Alana Pierce. Well, great take, very intelligent. He reads the super chats before they pop. Well, right now we're in the segment where we're out of things to talk about out here, and we got to keep the conversation afloat. And it still popped up for some fucking reason. So we're just filling the dead air by reading the chat. That's literally how the show operates. So, but we will probably be back dissecting God of War Ragnarok later tonight, if you are interested in joining us. And it is the way the cookie crumbles, folks. The Evil Within is underrated. Well, didn't really like those games either, especially the second game. Oh my God. I'd argue the first game is better than the second, but the normies love the second. They Americanized it. Here's an open-ended level, and the Evil Within 2. It's like, no, slop.
David donated $5 through Super Chat. Don't trust Sony. This much I can tell you.
It's over. Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate it. David coming through with the 5. Yeah, never big on the Infamous games either. Dissecting equals staring at the screen, then uninstalling. Well, what do you want me to do? Give me a suggestion, okay? You can't just sit here and say something stupid like that without... Dude, I literally dissected. What do you want me to do? Draw a fucking red arrow like a goddamn NFL commentator? Kiss my foot, dude. You're done. Unreal. Get some snacks tonight. Well, we're going to have to get everything. We're going to have to call the stripper over. We're going to have... I mean, Jesus Christ. It's a fucking snooze fest, man. But everyone's going to sit there and say otherwise because, it's popular to agree with everyone. Sorry for hating it. I don't hate it. I mean, it's just not my game. I literally would not have bought it unless we had to speak our mind on it, so... Well, Infamous is boring. You just roll around as the electric dude, and the open world is boring. Well, nothing has an effect.
The good senator donated $2 through Super Chat. Please play Mount and Blade Bannerlord for us.
We'll see. We'll take a look at it. I don't know what that is. A good senator coming through, though. Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate that. We'll play these irrelevant games when there's downtime. Right now, we got to focus on what's current and hot and hip. And tonight, God of War Ragnarok. We might jump into Sonic Frontiers tomorrow. It really depends on how tonight goes. If people want to see more of God of War Ragnarok, we'll just try and continue with that. But it really depends on the turnout, and it really depends on what people want to see more of, really, to be honest. So, of course, This guy is a goof. Well, he probably just made that account. Whatever, dude. Well, I mean, look, if we went to if we played the game at the strip club, I mean, I think it would be a much better experience, The strippers could come over and say, "Hey, honey, what are you playing?" Damn, that'd be a killer show, wouldn't it? Woo. They'd sure as hell love God of War Ragnarok then, wouldn't they? Let's go, boy. I can't do the voice. Sad. I was doing it really good earlier. Practicing, practicing. Good entertainment, though. Well, that's what we're here to do. If you're taking it, if you're interpreting the content any other way, then I don't know what to tell you. But, you do you. Damn, someone is irate in this chat here. Damn. We gotta get the good senator back out here. Hopefully he's able to come back out in the next month or so. That would be pretty crazy before it gets crazy out here with the cold weather, the winter snow. Sad. These are the last few good days out here. You can just sit out here and enjoy it, soak in the sun while it lasts, I'd like to play. One of these days when the release schedule really quiets down, and it will in January and whatever. Obviously, February it'll ramp back up, but January is probably going to be a quiet month. And, I'd really like to play Mass Effect Andromeda. Never played it. I might like it, but look, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm never big on Mass Effect either. Never liked the combat. But in Mass Effect Andromeda, it's a little bit more refined, so might be my cup of tea. Probably the internet was probably wrong about that too. Usually wrong about a lot of stuff, so. What are your thoughts on the Callisto Protocol? Well, we'll check it out when it releases on, December 2nd? We'll check it out when it releases on December 2nd. But right now, I'm not jumping up and down for it. However, the devs, I think, are very based, and I will support them on that principle alone. So they're busting their ass to make this thing work. But, is it going to be a generic game? Probably. Maybe that's all it needs to be. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong. Hope I'm wrong. But it is going basically up against the Dead Space remake in January. So you got the Callisto Protocol on December 2nd, and then in January, unless it gets delayed, the Dead Space remake, which looks like a total snooze fest. What is coming out in December? The Callisto Protocol is coming out in December, and Need for Speed Unbound, and I'm sure there's a couple of other games, but those are the two big ones that I can recall. Yeah, never liked Mass Effect 2 either. I mean, if you didn't play those games when they came out, they have aged terribly. They have aged terribly, with the combat especially. That's why Mass Effect Andromeda makes a little bit more sense, because even though it's like, 5-6 years old at this point, it's still a little bit more up-to-date than the other Mass Effect games. So I might have to jump into Mass Effect Andromeda when things really quiet down with this release schedule here, because we are going to be covering every big release. We're gonna get the Callisto Protocol, thanks to William K. too, helping support the show here and fuel it forward. We're going to get the Callisto Protocol. We're going to get the Need for Speed Unbound too. So we're basically going to get the big releases thanks to the support here. Mass Effect Andromeda was trash. Well, I might have a different take, Mr. Contrarian out here. Mr. Contrarian loves to have a different take, So I might think it's actually the best thing since sliced bread. Probably the best I should have covered it when it came out and said it's the best Mass Effect game ever. Just to get him really going. Would have been so much fun. Stir the pot a little bit, I got to make some videos on this God of War Ragnarok. We got to stop streaming and start making some videos on this shit. Stop crying. Well, go watch XQC. Everything is a snooze fest to you. Well, look around on the internet. Everyone complains about everything. Name one internet. Where do you go on the internet where people don't complain? I'd love to visit that website because it doesn't exist. Doesn't exist. Literally, people bitch all day on Twitter. People bitch all day on Reddit. People bitch all day on V. People bitch all day on YouTube. It's a bitch fest. That's what the internet is. It's just a bitch fest. Lonely people on the internet, bitch fest. Like, yeah, if I were at the strip club, you think I'd be on the internet? Hell no. Okay? You know what I mean? It's a bitch fest. What do you want me to do? You love to praise trash games?
Boy donated €2.
I mean, I was joking about the Mass Effect thing. Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate that. Boy coming through with the 2. Boy coming through with the 2. I was joking with the Mass Effect thing. I literally do not play Contrarian. I mean, sometimes it's kind of fun to poke the bear a little bit and say, okay, we're going to play Contrarian a little bit here, but not really. I mean, what we say is our real thoughts. If you don't understand the show, that's, up to you. I mean, it's your interpretation. If you think it's all bullshit, you think it's all bullshit. If you think it's legit, you think it's legit. There's nothing I can say at this point to change your mind or get you to budge one way or the other, okay? I mean, look, when the Beatles did, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, they thought it represented LSD. John Lennon's coming out and saying it ain't. So, I don't know what you want me to tell you. She take my money when I'm in need. Yeah, she a trifling friend indeed. Yeah, she a gold digger. Way over time. A friend indeed. I don't even know the lyrics of that song. Well, we'd love to get a stripper on the stream so she can just play these games. She could do the show, Be the ultimate dynamic duo. It'd be really fantastic. Jaded video game critic. Well, you're probably 21 years old. You think you are experienced. I mean, don't know what to tell you, buddy. If you don't like it, I can give you some shield channels to watch, okay? Oh, someone's message got deleted here. I'm going to read this just to see if this was worthwhile here. I want to tell you that you actually don't like The Last of Us 2, but that would break your narrative. I literally completed The Last of Us. Go look at my trophies. Go look at my trophies on The Last of Us Part 2 on PSN. Kiss my foot. Bad take. Unintelligent. You're wrong. Okay? My trophies prove that. So, kiss my foot. You're done. She'd take my money when I'm in need. Yeah, she a trifling friend indeed. That's what I hear in the song. I don't know what he's saying, but it's good. All I hear is gold digger. You might get more views. I don't care. I'm fine with where we're at, clearly. If I weren't, we'd probably be on YouTube Shorts. That's seemingly going to blow up here soon. Within the next few months, as they're making changes, apparently. So, if I really cared about views, I would probably... I'd probably have a shill channel, a secret shill channel where I said every game is great. Please subscribe. You know? Works for everyone else. Sing Charles Manson, look at your game, girl. Well, I'm not. He actually is talented. I'm not, so. Great animations, mocaps, Last of Us Part 1, and Last of Us Part 2. You never bought Last of Us Part 2. I literally have Last of Us Part 2 on whatever, dude. Not going to argue. Not going to argue. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to take a break from gaming. I mean, I've taken a break about 10 years ago. When was 10 years ago? 20, well, not that long ago. Probably 5 years ago. Well, actually, when was 10 years ago? What year is it now? 2022, right? Okay, 2022, 2012, that's 10 years ago. What came out in 2012? Can't remember.
He donated $5 through Super Chat. Ole Ragnarok has been fire so far, but nothing will compare to Mackle's tight Elden Ring.
Oh my god, bro. I don't know what that means, but look, we're going to jump back into Elden Ring. I mean, no, we're not jumping back into Elden Ring, unless there's a reason to. We're going to jump back into God of War Ragnarok later tonight. We're probably not going to like it, okay? So don't expect some big fucking turnaround in terms of our opinion. But we're going to try and go in with a different mindset and try and look at it from a different perspective to see if we can get something else out of it, okay? Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate that. Coming through with a 5. What? But you're not understanding, dude. If I were in this for total clout, and I hate talking about this shit over and over again, okay? But look, at the end of the day, if I were in this for clout, literally it would be a better route for me to go and shill every game. Because people are going to... they're going to bond with that content that agrees with their narrative. You know, they're going to bond with that content that agrees with their opinion. That's how this works. And when you come out of the woodwork and say this popular game sucks, very few people actually agree with this, believe it or not. So how is this I can't say the fucking word. How is this a successful method when it's clearly not? I've been on this platform for how fucking long? Since 2011. We only have 60K subs. In that context, that is not good. But that's because we always went against the grain. Okay, so clearly we failed. If we were clout chasing, the only thing that playing contrarian gets you, and I'm not saying we're doing that, but since you guys want to run with that narrative, we'll say we're a contrarian. The only thing that playing contrarian gets you is a little boost in views when the game first comes out or what have you, and then after that you fall right off. Because no one gives a shit about what you have to say. They didn't follow you. They didn't agree. They're going to come in, they're going to chime in, they're going to leave. They're not coming back. You're pissing people off. They're not coming back. It's the same instance if you go down to the pizza joint and they say, hey man, you didn't order the pizza, you did order the pizza. Oh, see you later, I'm going to McDonald's. Or, you know, they burned the pizza, you didn't order a burnt pizza, you say, kiss my foot, put it back in the oven and unburn it, you know? I don't know if that made any sense, probably not, but it's the same fucking philosophy. Someone's subscribing here. It's the same philosophy. You didn't like Ragnarok. Just go watch the stream. Guys, I'm trying to keep the streams short so that they're easier to digest. Okay? So we're trying to cater to VOD playbacks as well. Not that there's many of them, but you know, no one's going to watch an 8-hour stream back. If we're going to sit there and play God of War Ragnarok for 8 hours, no one's going to watch this back either. All the way through. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know how people listen to things. I don't listen to podcasts. I don't watch movies. I don't... Believe me, I'm a weird fuck. But that's what makes me unique. Yeah, maybe not in a good way. I miss this content, the old YouTube voice. Well, I don't know how to do it anymore. We had to put on this facade because we got desensitized to doing this. So it happens with everyone. I mean, look at the angry video game nerd. He's still a great creator and he puts out great content, but it isn't the same either. When you got to do it so often, it becomes an assembly line, you know. You might as well work at the chocolate factory, you know. Work at the chocolate factory. That's kind of weak if you time me out because you just... I'm not timing you out. My hands are right here. My hands are right here. I'm not timing you out, brother. Someone else might be, but I'm not going to try and babysit chat out here. Otherwise, we don't have a show. It just becomes a babysit chat session. I'm not timing anyone out, other than, you know, a few other people earlier before we got started. Just a bunch of alts. But I'm not timing you out. I mean, if you disagree, that's fine with me. I don't really care. And it doesn't mean that I dislike you or hate you. I don't... You know, whatever. Like, you know, if someone comes out here and says, you know, Last of Us Part 2 sucks, I'd be like, okay, well, great. What do you want me to... Like, I just don't care. Like, I'm not in high school anymore. I'm not going to, like, argue with people over, like, oh, you hate this band, you hate that band, you like this movie, you hate that movie. I don't give a shit anymore, dude. You like what you like, and great. Like, it doesn't matter to me. I'll listen to Luke Bryan right now. I don't care if you guys hate country. It doesn't offend me. And it shouldn't offend you that I like Luke Bryan. I think he's hot. You know? How about a cheese sandwich factory? Yeah, let's go to the cheese sandwich factory. Daddy, would you like some sausage? Daddy, would you like some sausages? What is the point in the show right now? Well, clearly you're entertained enough to be here, compelled enough to be here. If you don't like it, scram. Well, the point in the show right now is to get laid. That's why I'm out here. I'm hoping that the gamer girl is watching, and I'm hoping that you know, the stars collide, and you know, World Class meets up with the gamer girl. Kidding. James is a lazy creator. Well, he actually has a life. You know, he actually has a family to raise. So I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Once you have a family, I mean, if I had a girlfriend, believe me, I probably wouldn't stream as much. I mean, actually, I don't know. It'd probably elevate the show if she wanted to be on the show. But, you know, I wouldn't subject her to that because, you know, I'd have to tell her, like, your kind of life is going to change a little bit. So, yeah, I mean, not to be dramatic, but, you know, you have to fully know what you're getting into out here. It's crazy dynamic. And, you know, people are like, oh, yeah, I love the cloud. I love the cloud. And then when, you know, people start disagreeing with other people and they start going crazy like, oh, you don't look, you know, you're not hot, you're fucking ugly, you know. It just becomes stupid, so. No one would ever want to come say, well, you might be right on that. I mean, we're forever alone, so. Dude wears shades. Send him over. I'll give you the address. Send him over. Send over the Barclays or whatever the top sunglasses are. Aren't you gay? Well, wouldn't you like to know? Wouldn't you like to know? It's not as black and white as that, guys, okay?
Oh, Michael, you're single. Oh, Michael, you're gay.
You're a handsome man, head up. Well, we can be handsome at times, but typically when we're on the show here, it's just no reason to look hot. Not trying to impress anyone out here. It's a bro show. It's a sausage fest in here. Like, let's not beat around the bush. We all are surrounded by Cheetos in our parents' basement. Anyone saying otherwise is full of it. Anyone saying otherwise is full of it. So, you know, that's why we all come together in here, because we're all in the same fucking boat. They look at Michael and they say, damn, I thought I was down bad, but you know what? Michael's got eyeballs going in different directions, and Michael's actually kind of disabled, and Michael's this, and Michael's that, and it's like, damn. You know, it kind of gives you some confidence in your life to say, wow, maybe I can hit the gym now. Man, we should hit the gym with the gamer girl. I mean, God. Should be in that spandex. Woo. He's not gay. Oh, I did do the gay test. I forgot about that. Yeah, we did do the gay test. No, I don't. No. I'm not in the basement. I am in the attic. Well, that actually sounds... Hey, let me stream up there in the attic, bro. That actually sounds pretty cool. I think that'd be a great stream, an attic stream. Do a poll. How many in here, to be honest? What? Well, there's no women in here. There's no women in here right now. And if they're saying that they're a gamer girl, they're lying. They're men. There's too many men in here. Okay, it's a sausage fest. You guys turned me gay. You know, when you're not surrounded by women, they start to not exist. Okay, you think I think sex is real? No, never seen two people have sex before in real life. Doesn't exist. Moving up to the attic. No, there's no way. Chat is full of incel. Well, that's because they know I'm looking at it. But this is what we have to do now, is just look at the chat. Shows that dead, you know? Yeah, I had to yell Ryan Thomas. I mean, those girls that were nearby, they weren't yelling his name. And I said, hey, honey, if you want Ryan Thomas Gosling to say hi, you're going to have to work. You're going to have to get his attention. I was screaming, okay? Screaming. And we got the validation that we, in my opinion, so deserved. So we got Ryan Gosling Thomas to acknowledge us. He waved and looked right over. He said, holy shit, this guy's crazy. Security. But you could barely hear it on the video because the mic was all trash. So I was really loud, bro. And, you know. Someone's writing paragraphs in here, not reading it. Unless you're going to super chat. Not reading that. Plus, chat's actually moving too fast to read it. So, you think I'm scrolling back up? Guys, we're going to reinstall God of War Ragnarok if it finishes in time. We got like 6-7 hours, and it's probably going to take that long to re-download it. So we shouldn't probably keep uninstalling things, but fuck it. It was a snooze fest last night. Hit the gym, Michael. You look great with muscle. Well, then I wouldn't have time to stream. I've been out here for 3 hours with you guys, right? 2 hours. Oh, damn, 2 hours. Been out here for 2 hours. I mean, that's 2 hours of the gym that I could have, you know. I mean, look, if the gamer girl shows up, we'll hit the gym tomorrow. I mean, fuck yeah.
Nightwing donated
you know what I mean?
$1.99
Believe me.
through super chat. Hit the gym medal. Yeah. You'd look great with muscle.
Yeah, I mean, if the gamer girl is, you know, going to make an appearance, I mean, yeah, believe me, we hit in the gym. We hit in the gym. We're going to get that six-pack ready, and it's going to be a great time. But there's no reason to... Why do you hate Ragnarok so much, though? Well, because you made an alt. Well, you know, hey, I mean, that character that we were playing out there actually got some reactions from women, so maybe we should just go all in with that. Backwards connection. I don't know what that means. We haven't dropped a single frame out here. Oh, I see what's going on. Is the computer lagging? No. Computer's not lagging. You're going to get stream while working out. There's no point in doing that, bro. I do that and we get 20 viewers. You know, we took the show to LA and we got terrible views, terrible ratings, 150 viewers at max. You know what I mean? So, and I'm not saying the content was that great, but at the end of the day, it's, you know, you got to have things ready. The thumbnails, you got to have ideas planned. It's insane. It's insane. To get people invested and interested, you have to keep taking the formula and tipping it on its head. And that's what Sonic Frontiers did. So whether or not it works is stop the excuses. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what that means. You have no how my muscle mass changes your look. Well, the last time I was in a gym was in high school because we were forced to be in the gym. I've never been big in the gym, but I mean, you know, there's just no reason to go to the gym. We should go to some communication classes before we go to the gym. Learn how to talk to people. So if you have children, if you have kids, you know, make sure they learn how to do that. That's my recommendation as someone who's a stupid idiot. They don't need to learn how to read or write or do math. I don't know how to do any of that, so barely. But, you know, make sure they know how to talk to people. What is the gay test? Well, we took the... I don't know why there's so many people in here that just can't make it to the late show. I don't understand. Usually that's a prime time frame, you know? But You got the skinny beard guy belly. You need to get rid of it. Well, I'm glad you're going to play nutritionist in here and doctor, armchair doctor, and all this shit. I don't care. Why would I care? We're not getting laid. Okay. Now, if we, you know, I mean, if the gamer girl says, "Hey, how you doing?" and it's like, "Damn," yeah, well, there's a reason to hit the gym. But like, bro, that ain't happening. So I don't know what to tell you. We're not just going to work out for the sake of working out unless we have nothing better to do. Okay. If we didn't have a YouTube channel or something, we'd probably be at the gym. We'd probably have a better existence. But, you know, just I'm here with you guys, so we're not taking you to the gym. That's snooze content. That's like, we're not established like Angry Joe. Like, Angry Joe could take you to the gym, and he'd probably have 10,000 people watching, if not way more. But World Class can't do that. We'd have 50 viewers, okay? So it'd be fun, I think, but, you know, it's just one of those things. Any upcoming games you're excited for? Michael, we've already discussed that. And I can't remember the answer. The game is $40 at Walmart? Whoa, 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 whoa. The game is $40 at Walmart? There's no way. Are you trolling, dude? This game is not 40. I was just at Walmart last night. It said regular price. I mean, maybe it's at your Walmart. We did lose weight in LA. Yes, we did. We did. Because we were, I can't believe, I mean, we would have to retrain to do shit like that again. We lost all of it. We were moving the body out there, never not moving the body. It was insane. It was actually a lot of fun.
Donated $2 through Super Chat. Ragnarok would be fun if Kratos looked like Mackle.
I agree. I think they should mod me in. So when it comes to PC, they'll be able to mod me in. SK coming through again. Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate you. Bold your confidence. I'm pretty confident out here. If I weren't, we wouldn't be out here. Confident enough to do this show, but not really. No, I get it. I mean, yeah, I agree. I mean, I agree. I agree. Sludwig. Sludwig coming through. Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate that. Sludwig coming through. You could say the exact same thing as someone else, but have a totally different result. I don't know what that means. Rate your scale on a 1 to 10 gaming. He capping, no way. Michael gonna hit the gym and start doing those TikTok dance videos. Hey, I'd put the spandex on. You guys want to see that? Yeah, you would. I think there's some closet, which is fine. I mean, you know, nothing wrong with that. But I think some people in here would actually subscribe to the OnlyFans. You don't need 2 hours in the gym. Well, that's just a lot of work, bro. We got a nonstop talk out here for 2 hours straight. My vocal box is a muscle, you know, right? So we're utilizing that muscle. And if we're not talking out here, we're not doing anything. So, I mean, unless we want to do like some fucking Mr. Bean comedy, which I would actually like to get into. I think that would be, but we've done streams where we don't talk because sometimes it's not necessary to talk. And then they get weird, like, why is Michael not talking? What the fuck is this? It's like, bitch, it's different content. Complain more. You know, go complain to Elon Musk. Shit.
I'm not paying $8 a month to be verified. Fuck this.
Then go join Tumblr and talk about how you voted Joe Biden. You know, Jesus Christ. Why are you ignoring me? Play Just Dance Online. Are you still doing midnight? Nope. OnlyFans where? When you can get the wallet ready. Okay. If you can't get the wallet ready, we're not doing it. But it'd be pretty different, I'll tell you what. It wouldn't be, it would probably piss people off because it wouldn't be what they think. You know, I'm not going to show you the goods, and we're not going to go all out on that way, so it'd be a little bit more subtle. But you would still get something pretty juicy there, I'll tell you. But, have you played the Resident Evil 8 DLC? Absolutely not. That's a total snooze fest. I bought it on the Mac just to see if it ran, and it kind of runs, but... I hate Resident Evil Village. That is one, well, I don't know about hate, but that's one game that I really dislike. I'd rather play God of War Ragnarok over Village, okay? I'm going to tell you that right here, right now. Dead ass. I'd rather play God of War Ragnarok over Village. I'd rather play Sonic Frontiers over Village. Anything over Village. I'm not playing Village. Nope. Done. I can't wait until Capcom moves on from that trash. I hate, I mean, I guess it's fair to say that I hate Village. I don't do much. That game doesn't do anything for World Class out here. Well, our upper body strength is not good. I can do probably maybe 10 push-ups, real push-ups, and that's about it. I'm not even kidding. The body will start shaking. Upper body strength. I mean, even when we're trying to move the blankets around a little bit, like you can feel it in the, we're really weak in the upper body. But, you know, our legs, we move the legs, we move the wheels on that, so. No, I'm not playing RE-verse, bro. The lead dev for the Callisto Protocol got fat as hell. Well, too bad. Well, he's in there busting his ass. He's in there busting his ass trying to make it happen, so I'm gonna respect that. I'd get fat if there was a reason to get fat. You know, if the hot women loved fat men, then I'd get fat. But they don't like anything. He doesn't like horror games in general. Like, can he even name one he likes? Well, I could, but you're going to say it's trash. You're just playing contrarian, dude. You came from V. You literally came from V. Guys, we're at 12% on the battery out here. What? We're at 12% on the battery here. We're at 12% on the battery. Why are we talking about working out in here? It's supposed to be about God of War a little bit. Jeez. You guys just love to derail. I mean, I wouldn't mind talking about shit like this, but like it's... I guess there's only so much you can talk about before it just becomes a broken record, you know? Because they got mad at me for doing like, oh, Michael just repeats stuff all the time. And it's like, what do you want me to do out here? Because I kind of forgot how to do a show out here. So, you know, you keep doing it, you eventually start to forget how to do things. I'm not even kidding. They say, oh, you play the guitar and you get better at it. I actually kind of get worse at it, so...
Jeffrey Dahmer donated $2 through Super Chat.
There's no way!
Lift weights together, Michael.
There we go. Let's go. Jeffrey Dahmer coming through with the 2. Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate that. Jeffrey Dahmer's out here working hard for his money at the chocolate factory. Jeffrey Dahmer coming through with the 2. There's no way. I mean, yeah, Jeffrey Dahmer was lifting weights. Fuck. Why not stream in 1080p? Because it doesn't matter. It literally, the bit rate is more important than the resolution. I mean, if you don't know what I'm talking about, then I don't know what to tell you. It's literally high quality enough, bro. It's literally, in fact, it's too high quality. All right, low battery. Got the low battery warning here, and we're going to have to wrap this up soon. So we're going to be back later tonight for the launch party stream for God of War Ragnarok. We're not taking calls, okay? Until we can figure out a system to do that in a way that makes sense, we're not doing it, which will probably be, I don't know. I just have no interest in doing that much anymore, and I think that segment is played out. But we will eventually, hopefully, figure out a way to return to that. But we do have a low battery out here, folks. And again, we're going to be live later tonight for the launch party stream for God of War Ragnarok. Last night was the launch party, well, for first impressions of God of War Ragnarok. Now we're going to try and jump back in and say, hey, maybe this was not what we thought it was, and maybe it's actually better, and we're going to try and give it a more serious shot now that we know a little bit of what to expect here. So join us tonight at around 11 p.m. Eastern, somewhere around there. And we will probably be live. So we hope that you are ready for that. But again, the battery is going to die out here soon, so we are going to have to wrap this up here. We hope you guys enjoyed the show here. I'll call in on the next stream when we're not taking calls on the next stream. I'm glad you guys like callers, but we're not interested in that right now, okay? We're fine with where we are right now. So, yeah, set the reminder. If you know, just make sure to look in the sub box, and if you are subbed, and it should pop up. If it doesn't, then that's why that explains why there's only 150 people that usually tune in, but we'll see. All right, let me see how much percentage. We got 10%. We got a few more minutes here. A few more minutes. It doesn't die that quick, but if we turn the brightness down, we'll get a few more minutes out of this even. The gamer girls love six-packs. Well, I mean, shit. You know what I should do? I should just kind of build up the six-pack, post the six-pack on Instagram, and then, you know, the gamer girls start liking. That's usually how it works. Well, we're going to go for a few more minutes here. We're only at 10%. But we will have to obviously wind this show down. But again, you know, we're going to try and go live later tonight for the God of War Ragnarok launch party stream, okay, and give this another shot if we can get it reinstalled in time. If we can't get it reinstalled in time, which I actually don't know if we will be able to at this point, because it's getting kind of late out here, and it takes hours and hours to download on slow internet, but we'll see. It takes about 4 or 5 hours to download it, if that even. There's nothing to see. There's nothing to see. Okay, we're not getting weird in here about this shit, guys. Okay, look, if there's women watching, that's a different story. Okay, but I'm not gay, so I don't know what to tell you. I mean, unless you look like Johnny Depp or some shit like that, then you know, that's a different story. Michael, do the Dahmer. I don't know what that means. Reinstall it. Well, we're going to have to re-download it. It's not reinstall, it's re-download. So that's why it takes 6 hours, because we got the digital version. We got the digital version. Why did you uninstall it? Are you retarded? Well, I don't know what to tell you. Because I was mad last night. It was a snooze fest. What do you want me to do? Just turn it off? We should be able to make it happen within the time frame, but maybe not. I don't know. I can't make any guarantees because I don't know how fast the internet is going to be within that time frame. It might finish up at that time, but we'll see. If it doesn't, I guess we'll just stream ourselves downloading the game. It'd be more fun than actually playing it, you know? Alrighty, folks. We are going to at least get to the Thor fight. Well, I don't know. We already defeated a boss. We defeated the bear. We already fought the boss. It's like a tutorial boss. It's like a tutorial boss. Oh man, these questions. There's no way.
Bus donated $2 through Super Chat.
What does that mean?
Would you date a femboy if they looked like a girl?
If they're hot, they're hot. I mean, I don't. If they're hot, they're hot. I mean, what do you mean? If they're hot, they're hot. Dude, there was one time I went up by well, I'm not doing it. We're not getting into that conversation. What difference does it make? I mean, if they're hot, they're hot. So absolutely yes. Hey there, mister. Who let the simpleton out of the asylum? All right, folks, we have to go here. It is holy shit, we got to get out of here. All right, the battery's dying, folks. It is actually dropping pretty quick here. It went from 10% to 8%. So you guys have turned this into something stupid. But it is what it is. We'll be back for God of War Ragnarok later, okay? We'll be back for God of War Ragnarok later, and we'll experience that hopefully in a way that makes sense, and hopefully it's worthwhile. Hopefully it is worthwhile. So, all right, that's going to do it. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, tagging along, supporting the show, and a huge shout-out to William K. for coming through. Holy hell. William K. coming through. Can't forget William K. William McKay. William McKay coming through really hard and really strong. William McKay coming through really hard and really strong. And again, we're going to try me live later tonight for the God of War Ragnarok launch party. It's different than the launch stream because yesterday was first impressions, and today we know a little bit more. And we're going to jump back in with different, hopefully, impressions, but maybe not. We'll see. So that's going to do it. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, tagging along, supporting the show, and we will see you later. It's over.